gentlemen, welcome to Sunday Football. You are watching Football Nation, and my name is Mario Manuel. I will be your host for the entirety of today. By popular demand, ladies and gentlemen, we will be covering this game you see behind me right now. The Detroit Lions on this side versus the New Orleans Saints. This was a game that was brought up by popular demand. I was set in stone that I was going to be covering the 325 matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles, but I wasn't quite sure which game you guys wanted to watch as we moved into the week. So I set up a poll for you guys, and I got some votes in, and more than 50% of y'all checked in, got over 45 votes on this one. More than 50% of y'all checked in, and it looks like this is the game that won across the board. So we are covering this game today by popular demand. Thank you all for being here so very much. You guys are fantastic. You guys are marvelous, wonderful, stupendous. It is a Sunday afternoon showdown. What is going on, Mr. Joaquin Hernandez? Good to see you, my friend, my young friend. Thanks for being out there. All right, y'all. So losses in consecutive games knocked the New Orleans Saints from down to a 5-6 record out of first place in the NFC South division. And the Saints need to find their footing as they come into today's game against the Detroit Lions, who are 8-3. Luckily for the New Orleans Saints, they are playing at home at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. So New Orleans will be returning home for the first time since early November when the Saints beat the Chicago Bears by a touchdown. The Saints lead the all-time regular season series between these two teams, between them and the Detroit Lions, not by much. It's a 13-12-1 record that the Saints have versus the Detroit Lions all-time in regular season matchups. Good news for the Saints. Saints have actually won two of the last two matchups that these two teams have had. In their most recent game, the New Orleans Saints went up against the Atlanta Falcons. The Saints in that game, and basically all season long, but in that game specifically, they struggled in the red zone. They went 0 for 5 in the red zone, leading to a 24-15 loss. Great day for Groupie. Great day for the kicker, who put up 15 points, not fantasy points, way more than that, but 15 points. Good pick for your broadcast, good energy. Thank you, Silver. Thanks for checking in, my friend. Here we go. Yo, looks like you got a little asterisk next to you. It looks like you've become a channel member, so thank you so much for being here, dude. Appreciate that. Okay, so as I was saying, 24-15 loss to the Falcons last week. New Orleans Saints took an L. Groupie had a great day, but the rest of the team did not. Not to mention they also had 2 turnovers that were turned into touchdowns. So a pick 6 and a scoop and score by the Falcons. Trouble for the Saints last week. Scoring touchdowns in the red zone for the New Orleans Saints and avoiding turnovers, those are fundamental aspects of winning games, not just for the New Orleans Saints, but for any team. That being said, for the New Orleans Saints, it has been a bit of a roller coaster this season. Derek Carr, his efficiency inside of the 20-yard line has been, what would I say, inconsistent at best. The Saints have had much better success this season on the ground inside of the 20-yard line. So on the ground inside of the 20-yard line, the Saints have been having much better success. But through the air with Derek Carr, it has been pretty bad. It's been questionable play. Relying on Derek Carr through the air, not the way that the Saints really want to go. Last week, Derek Carr completed 24 of 38 passes. He did have over 300 passing yards, 304 passing yards, but no touchdowns. He also threw a pick. For what it's worth, he had 2 rushing plays for 7 yards, and the Saints still lost 24-15 because they couldn't score any touchdowns. What do you expect? You put 55 guys on an airplane to go to Atlanta, and none of those guys score except for one. The kicker's the only one putting up points. You're going to lose games that way. It's what happened to the Cowboys a few years back. Thank God we got rid of Brett Maher, but not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about Derek Carr. So in that game last week against the Falcons, Derek Carr also fumbled the ball. Luckily for the New Orleans Saints, it was recovered by New Orleans. Derek Carr signed with the New Orleans Saints last year. He signed during the offseason following a 9-year stint with the Las Vegas Raiders. Not always Las Vegas Raiders, but with the Raiders. We'll just call them the Raiders. Anyways, Derek Carr has had some pretty good stretches of strong play, but what he hasn't had is much fantasy football success. The 32-year-old has zero top 10 fantasy finishes, and he finished 19th or worse in points per game in 8 of his last 9 campaigns. Derek Carr hasn't cleared 27 passing touchdowns in a season since the year 2016, and as you could see from last week's game against the Falcons, he is a non-factor with his legs, having yet to clear 140 rushing yards in a single season. So Derek Carr, 10 years in, still has a lot of room for improvement. Okay. With all of that being said, Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill inside of the red zone would be a wise choice today for the New Orleans Saints, particularly considering the potential absence. Well, not the potential. It's been confirmed that Rashid Shaheed and Michael Thomas are going to be out for this game. However, things do tend to get complicated for the Saints when you factor in those red zone penalties that affect the probability of actually converting those downs or those scores, right? So you can pick Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill to run the football if you're inside the 20 to try to pick up some extra yards. But those penalties that happen on the offensive line for the New Orleans Saints inside the red zone means that Derek Carr is going to have to step up. If that offensive line can get their stuff together and get their minds right, there's a good chance that they could be a problem here for the Detroit Lions. But we'll get into all of that here in just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, kickoff is scheduled for 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I've got 11:40 on my clock right now. So my name is Mario Manuel. If you're just checking out this channel for the first time, you are watching Football Nation. I will be your host for this game, and hopefully you guys join me for the next one when we cover the San Francisco 49ers and the Eagles coming up at 3:25. So, as I was saying, the only way that the Saints can fix the issues in the red zone, one of the biggest things that they could do is tighten up their offensive line play. If the Saints do find themselves going backwards when they get into the red zone, Derek Carr might have to opt for the tight ends, and he would probably look for Jimmy Graham, their big tight end who was signed by the Saints for his red zone ability. That is why the New Orleans Saints picked up Jimmy Graham. It's because of what he can do in the red zone. So if they end up finding themselves in trouble in that 20-yard line going down to the end zone, look for Jimmy Graham to make an impact. Graham has been recently inactive for 4 straight games, but he is back, and the Saints are hoping that his return today can help the Saints solve their red zone woes. Now, the main weapons for this New Orleans offense is Alvin Kamara and, of course, Chris Olave. Alvin Kamara enters the 2023 season facing a 3-game suspension. So he came in with a 3-game suspension, and that is following a down season for Alvin Kamara, in which last year he had the career worst for himself, 14th. He finished 14th in fantasy points per game. That being said, it hasn't gotten much better for him this season. Right now, Alvin Kamara only has 452 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns for the Saints. Now, on the brighter side, the good news is that Alvin Kamara does have a significant impact in the catching game as well, racking up 54 receptions in 2023 for 355 yards plus a receiving touchdown. Now, Alvin Kamara has scored 2 touchdowns over the last 5 games. Let's see if he can find the end zone today in this tough matchup against the Detroit Lions and their defense that only allows 91 rushing yards per game, which is good for 5th fewest in the NFL. Alvin Kamara, Taysom Hill, and the former Detroit Lion, Jamal Williams, will have to step it up today. So let's talk about the downfield play for the home team. Downfield, Derek Carr will be looking to connect with his star wide receiver, Chris Olave, who has been having a much better season than just about everybody on this Saints team. So far this season, Chris Olave has 771 receiving yards and 3 receiving touchdowns. He is well on his way to a 1,000-yard season here in 2023, and this guy is freakishly talented. I love watching Chris Olave play football. He's coming off an awesome rookie campaign where he finished He finished 25th among wide receivers in fantasy points. He finished 25th amongst wide receivers in fantasy points. Chris Olave finished top 20 in targets and yards, and he did all of this despite finishing 69th in snaps and 49th in routes run. He's been averaging about 10 targets per game with both Michael Thomas and Rashid Shaheed out for today's game. I expect Chris Olave to be really busy today. But I think the Detroit Lions are also expecting him to be pretty busy today, so he'll probably be covered for most of the afternoon. Let's see how the Saints decide to use Chris Olave in this matchup today. Gosh, that's going to be a tough one for Chris Olave. He's going to be covered by the defense all day long. He's going to be hopefully Chris Olave can get some separation and Derek Carr can find his accuracy and get that accuracy back. I mean, he's been a great pocket passer. Great is a bit of an overstatement, but he's not the only one out on the field, right? It's even though we are missing Michael Thomas and Rashid Shaheed, the Saints do have a few other options, although they're not household names. They're going to have to rely on A.T. Perry. They're going to have to rely on Lynn Bowden Jr., and Keith Kirkwood to pick up the slack. Jawan Johnson, their other tight end, might also get a couple of targets today too. All of this being said, right, for the New Orleans Saints, protection will be at a premium for this depleted wide receiver core that they have right now. The fate of the entire offense for the New Orleans Saints will be Derek Carr's ability to get rid of the football decisively, quickly, and accurately. The good news for this New Orleans Saints offense is that the Lions have allowed 9 players to get at least 70 yards this season, and they've given up 760 passing yards and 8 receiving touchdowns over the last 3 games. So this defense through the air is beatable. This defense is definitely beatable. Can the New Orleans offense figure it out? Now, defensively, if the Saints want any hope of beating this Lions offense, they're going to have to find a way to get to Jared Goff. In the last 5 games, Jared Goff has thrown 5 picks and fumbled the football 3 times. So pressure on the quarterback is going to be essential to winning this game. It's not so much, guys. Okay, so here's the thing, right? It's not so much can the Saints offense keep up with the Lions. The answer to that, everybody knows, is going to be a flat-out and resounding no. The Saints offense cannot keep up with this offense from the Detroit Lions. The real question is, can the Saints defense do enough to disrupt the Lions offense and force Jared Goff to make some mistakes? If they can flatten Carr's tires, you like that, Carr's tires? If they can deflate or take the air out of Derek Carr and his tires right here, the Saints might have the ability to keep this game competitive, but it's all going to come down to that. Can the Saints do enough defensively to stop the Lions offense? We know that they can't keep up with them offensively. Derek Carr is not Jared Goff. Chris Olave, while he is great, he has not had anywhere near the same season that Amon-Ra St. Brown has had. So it's pretty straightforward. We know what the deal is here. We're going to find out as this game goes on. What is going on, Isaiah? Good to see you, my friend. Ray checking in. Looks like I'm Isaiah. Good. Looks like you're checking in from another phone. What's going on, my friend? Welcome. All right, y'all. Let's turn our attention over to the other team, the Detroit Lions, the visiting team, the team that's coming to the Superdome to do their thing. Lions are coming in here 8-3, and Jared Goff is coming off of a pretty good performance last week. You think my Ray, but I'm Isaiah. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I'm going to call you Ray, though, Isaiah, just because of the fact that it just makes it easier for me. So if I say Ray, just know that I'm talking to you, buddy. Here we go. Jared Goff. He's coming off of a loss to the Packers last week, but he still had a pretty good game in that loss to the Packers last week. Even though the Lions team ended up losing 29-22, Jared Goff still completed 29 of his 44 passes for 332 yards and 2 touchdowns in that game. That is Jared Goff's 3rd game in a row with multiple touchdown passes. Jared Goff this season has already gone over the 3,000-yard mark, and he's on pace to breaking 4,000 yards if he keeps this momentum going. With only 18 passing touchdowns this season, some of you guys might be thinking why anybody would be scared of Jared Goff. Well, it's not really Jared Goff that you need to be scared about. It's everybody else on that Lions offense. The Lions have been spreading the football like nobody else this season, passing they've been doing so well, guys. The passing game has been on point. The receiving game has been on point. The running game has been on point. The defense, for the most part, maybe not on point, but they've done enough to keep them in the games. Jared Goff doesn't need to throw 49 touchdown passes a season for the Lions to have an effective year. All he needs to do is get the Lions into the red zone and let Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery break down those defenses. Obviously, Jared Goff is benefiting a lot from having Amon-Ra St. Brown at his disposal and just there downfield. But St. Brown isn't the only one catching footballs for Jared Goff. Go Dallas Cowboys. I love it, Manny. Thanks for checking in, bro. Appreciate you being here. This team sunk Cowboys. Better say J if Cowboys. Just reading some comments. Here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Let's keep going with what we were talking about here. We were talking about all of the offensive weapons that the Detroit Lions have coming into this game. So, it's not just Amon-Ra St. Brown. We've got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Reynolds, Jameson Williams, Khalif Raymond, add in Donovan Peoples-Jones as well, and Sam Laporta. All of these guys are at the disposal of Jared Goff, and he can keep defenses honest just by spreading the football to one of his many playmakers. He's got so many options. Now, I will say this, guys, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Shout out to Dan Campbell for making football fun again. And if you don't know who Dan Campbell is the head coach for the Detroit Lions, and what he has done with this team is nothing short of remarkable. Going from one of the worst teams in the NFL to now being heavy favorites in the NFC North division, I love what he's been able to do with this organization. Okay, the Detroit Lions, that offense, because they've got David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs, they like to run the ball first, feel out their defense, see if they can cut them up a little bit there, and that'll soften up downfield for them. So they like to ground and pound first, and then they throw the football. On the ground, the game starts with David Montgomery. 648 rushing yards, 88 receiving yards, good for 9 touchdowns over 12 weeks. And that stat line is still going to be a little bit skewed. Let's not forget that he also missed some time. So, yes, David Montgomery has had a pretty good season already, but he missed some time. So had he been healthy for all of those games, those numbers would be much higher for David Montgomery. Montgomery was let go by the Chicago Bears, and he was picked up by the Detroit Lions. You know what they say, guys. One man's trash is another man's treasure. David Montgomery looks better than he's ever looked on this Lions offense, and he's being supported by the great downfield play as well as by his good new young rookie friend in Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs, the other running back for Detroit, was drafted as the 12th overall pick in the 2023 draft this past April, and he's been off to a great start himself. He's been filling in admirably whenever David Montgomery misses time, and the Alabama product already in his rookie year has 566 rushing touchdowns. Sorry, that would be crazy. He has 566 rushing yards and 5 rushing touchdowns in addition to another 278 yards through the air. He is a versatile weapon, guys. Do not be surprised if I call out Jahmyr Gibbs on a touchdown play today against a very beatable offense. Going to church and giving thanks to our Lord Jesus. What's going on, Archangel? Thanks for being here, my friend. Isaiah, Woo Football. What's going on? All right, y'all. The main weapons downfield. The main weapons downfield for this Detroit Lions offense. We've got Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta. So far in 2023, Amon-Ra St. Brown has 993 yards on 82 receptions. Yeah, he's already at 993 yards. So unless he literally has no catches today, there's no way that he's not going to break that 1,000-yard mark in this game against the Saints. 100% for sure, guys. He's going to hit that mark. Amon-Ra St. Brown will break 1,000 yards today unless he is held to 0 catches. That being said, he also has 5 receiving touchdowns on the season. He was projected 8 for the regular season. He might have a couple today. Last week against the Green Bay Packers, St. Brown caught 9 of his 11 targets for 95 yards, but he was kept out of the end zone. Let's see if he can find pay dirt today. And then, of course, Sam Laporta. Let's talk. Sam Laporta, you want to talk about someone who's a breakout candidate? We've already got one in this guy. Sam Laporta, it has been great in his rookie year. The rookie tight end was drafted out of Iowa, and he has been Goff's favorite target in the red zone. Sam Laporta is tied with Amon-Ra St. Brown for 5 touchdowns on only 55 receptions. He's good for 539 yards, but he is getting those points inside the 20-yard line. And I'll be honest, guys, I think the Detroit Lions should have a pretty easy win today against, well, I don't want to say easy, but it should be a straightforward win for the Detroit Lions over the New Orleans Saints. But the New Orleans Saints are not ever an easy team to go in to the Superdome and beat. This team, this crowd, those fans go absolutely insane. The New Orleans Saints are one of the top 10 most followed teams on Instagram. I mean, obviously that has nothing to do with how good they are on the field, but there's a lot of support, and things can get pretty shaky when you can't hear what is going on, and you're in there in the huddle and you can't even hear what your quarterback just said. That's going to cause false starts. That's going to cause a lot of issues for the Detroit Lions. Let's see how loud the Superdome gets today at this 12 o'clock game coming up here in just about 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the Detroit Lions defense, shall we? We talked about New Orleans Saints as we started this stream. Let's go ahead and finish up what we were talking about here with the Detroit Lions. The Detroit defense is decent. They're not the best. They rank right now 20th against the pass while giving up 227 yards per game. They've also allowed 300-yard passers. They've also allowed 3 300-yard passers, with opposing quarterbacks completing 63% of their throws against them. Detroit only has 23 sacks this season. That ranks in the bottom third of the NFL, which means that the Saints might be able to work something out in their favor today. It's not all toast, right? These guys can still put up some points. It would help if they had Rashid Shaheed and if they had Michael Thomas. But let's see what Chris Olave can do downfield and these other rookies that we talked about earlier. Now, all of that being said about the Detroit Lions defense, they do have 60 quarterback hits on the season, and they're led by one of the NFL's young defensive ends, one of the best in the league right now, Aiden Hutchinson. You'll hear me call his name out a lot today as well. He's going to look to get in there and try to get to Derek Carr. New Orleans ranks 12th in total offense, averaging just 347 yards per contest. However, their 20.8 points per game ranks as 19th. They're 21st in third down conversions and an awful, abysmal, putrid 29th in red zone targets. They are red zone efficiency. They are the third worst team in the NFL when it comes to converting touchdowns in the red zone. Big problems for this team. Kind of a Swiss cheese downfield for this team. Let's see which one of these two will give. The Saints have scored 20 points or fewer in 7 of 11 games this year. The Saints have scored 20 points or less, ladies and gentlemen. The Saints have scored 20 points or less in 7 of 11 games this year, and 21 points or less in 17 of the last 28 games under Coach Dennis Allen and their offensive coordinator, Pete Carmichael. So maybe after this season, it might be time to go coach shopping. So this game will be the start of a doubleheader here on this channel on Football Nation. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going back to back. After this game, you can catch me covering the 49ers and the Eagles going head-to-head. And we're just a few moments away from kickoff for this one, ladies and gentlemen. So if this is your first time checking out this channel, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to this channel if you have not already done so. If you want to hear your name get called on live stream, go ahead and just leave a comment in the chat, and I will be sure to read that out loud for you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Football Nation. I know there is a lot of competition out there when it comes to live stream commentary. So thank you all for being here with me during this live stream. Whatever your reason is for checking out this channel, I'm just glad that you're here, and I hope that you enjoyed this product. I truly hope you guys are getting some real value from the performances that I give, and that this is helping you, whether or not, you just don't like your regular corporate broadcasters. Maybe you're at work and you want to keep a headphone in so that you can catch the game, but you can't physically have the phone in your hand. Maybe you're driving across country and you don't have the best video signal, but you can still get the audio of this game. You can get it through me. I am here to bring you every snap, every play, and every down. Remember that this content is absolutely free, and in order to keep this channel alive, I do need your help. So if you value content like this and you don't want it to go away, all you got to do is hit that like button. Roast me in the comments section if you'd like. Leave a chat with me. Talk with me. Let me get to know you guys. You guys can get to know me. Help me generate some buzz around this channel, around Football Nation. And, yeah, that's really all we're looking for. I want to bring you the best live stream commentary that there is on YouTube, but I cannot do that without your support. So, again, thank you guys for watching. My name is Mario Manuel. We're about 2 minutes away from kickoff here, ladies and gentlemen. About 2 minutes away from kickoff. So, in this game, Detroit Lions, we're going to be starting off with Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Reynolds, Khalif Raymond, Sam Laporta. This is a healthy team right now. They got nothing to worry about. The Detroit Lions offensively are looking pretty good. They're definitely not sweating anything right now. Sam Laporta looking great this season. I will say this, their fullback is on IR, but I don't know that they're going to be using their fullback a whole lot. I doubt that they will be using their fullback a whole lot. And the only person on offense that's even questionable in here is the left guard, Jonah Jackson. On defense, Alex Anzalone will be out, so Malcolm Rodriguez will be filling in for that middle linebacker position. So just keep that in mind. We won't be calling Anzalone tonight because he's going to be out. Aiden Hutchinson, Aleem McNeil, Benito Jones, and company, those front four in their 4-3 stance, that defense is hopefully going to get to the New Orleans Saints. I personally do not care who wins this game. It would be nice to see the Detroit Lions win this game. I like the Lions a lot. And since Drew Brees left New Orleans, the Saints just haven't been as appealing to me. Sean Payton leaving New Orleans, Saints just haven't been as appealing to me. Of course, Alvin Kamara is a really good talent. I love Alvin Kamara. I love Chris Olave. I think they're both really good players. But the rest of the team, for the most part, right? Sorry if you're a New Orleans Saints fan out there. I apologize for being so crass. But I really don't like Dennis Allen. Dennis Allen, he's been coaching for 27 years. He's got a pretty good 21-year tenure in the NFL. Not as a head coach the whole time, but he has been a coach in the NFL for 21 years. He had the privilege of learning from some of football's best coaches throughout his career, but he's definitely not one of them. So he did get a lot of experience while he was working under Sean Payton, and was on the team with New Orleans when the Saints won that Super Bowl game. But it's nothing that team is not the same. Sean Payton was definitely the genius behind that. And you can see what Sean Payton is doing with the Broncos right now. Broncos are actually doing pretty well. Broncos actually look good. This game should have started already, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 second. I'm going to make a quick adjustment, and I'll be right back. So thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. The shotgun formation. Typically used on passing downs like 2nd and long or 3rd and medium, and it has a lot of variations. The quarterback is 5 yards behind the center, and the running back is on either side of him. This is the single back formation. It looks like what it sounds like. The quarterback is under center, and you have a single running back directly behind him. This also has many variations. This is the pistol formation. It's like the single back formation, but the quarterback is 5 yards behind the center, so this buys time for play action plays.
Here we have the I formation. It's typically used for short yardage situations. There are 2 running backs behind the quarterback. The front runner blocks and the second finds the holes. And then of course we have the empty backfield, or 5 wide. The quarterback stands in the backfield alone. Typically, this is used in obvious passing down situations like 3rd and long or Hail Marys. Subscribe to my channel.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Still waiting for kickoff here, so no kickoff as of yet in this one. And it looks like Fox Sports is just now checking in, ladies and gentlemen. So kickoff is getting ready to start right here, right now. Detroit Lions versus the New Orleans Saints. We are at the Superdome. I am coming at you guys from San Antonio, Texas. All the way from Texas. My horse in the race is the Dallas Cowboys, but the Cowboys already got their win this week. I'm bringing this to you guys just for funsies. So if you're out there and you haven't already hit the thumbs up button, please help me do that. Let's boost up this post. Let's boost up this live stream so that we can get this room nice and full. Week 13, ladies and gentlemen. Week 13, Detroit Lions at the top of the table for the NFC North, and in the NFC South, the New Orleans Saints have fallen to second place after their loss to the Atlanta Falcons, another divisional opponent. So the New Orleans Saints could really use a win today, and hopefully the Falcons lose so the Saints can move up. Watching the field right now, it looks like the Detroit Lions, ladies and gentlemen, are going to start this game with the possession. So here are the New Orleans Saints getting ready to kick this football over to the Detroit Lions. Saints going to give the ball to the Lions, and we're about to get this game on right here, right now. Blake Grupe, 90% touchback percentage. That's 7th in the NFL. There's the kick. This goes up, and it will be fielded. So from the 3-yard line, we get a return here up to about the 20, and he goes down just shy of the 20. A big stop right there to open up the game for the New Orleans Saints, and Jared Goff will start this drive from about the 19-yard line. So here comes Jared Goff. 3 seconds have been milked off of the clock. 3 seconds milked off of this clock right here. To refresh this page. Game should be started here. Here we go. And let's cut over to my split screen view, ladies and gentlemen. Here you go. Wow. So on the first snap of the game, a muffed snap right there, and Jared Goff has to just lay down on top of it. That's already going to bring up a second down. And there's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. But already we've got a second down. So second down coming up. Actually, the penalty on the play will bring up a 1st and 15. So a false start was called to start the game, and that backs them up even further. So here we go. We got a 1st and 15. The Detroit Lions are on their own 15-yard line. Single back formation from the 15. We got motion in the backfield. There's the snap. Jared Goff hands this one off, and David Montgomery will pick up about 3, maybe 4 yards right there up the left-hand side. Good for 4 yards. Second down and 11 coming up for the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions looking at a 2nd down and 11 here. And I want to get you guys the drive chart underneath right here. So you guys can watch everything that I'm seeing right now on this format. On this side, we can keep track of the players. Once again, single back formation, 3 wide receivers to the right, a 2nd down and 11. Jared Goff waiting for the snap. He takes it. Another handoff. David Montgomery breaks a tackle, goes forward, gets wrapped up after gaining another 4 yards. That brings up a 3rd down and 7. So 3rd down and 7 coming up right here for the Detroit Lions. 14 minutes left to go in the first quarter. We've got a 3rd down and 8. So Detroit back-to-back plays with rushing. So back-to-back rushing plays brings up a 3rd down and 7. 7 yards shy of the 1st down. The Detroit Lions are up to the 23-yard line. Need to get to the 35. Here we go. Waiting for the snap. Sorry, I need to get to about the 32. There's the snap. There's the handoff. This time, David Montgomery does pick up the yardage there. And David Montgomery picks up the 1st down. And we got a 1st down for the Detroit Lions. 1st down. Let's go. So we got a 1st down, 1st and 10 coming up for the Lions up at the 32-yard line. Line to gain now is the 42. So back to back to back. 3 plays, like I said, to start this game. They're going to keep the football on the ground. They're going to wear down this defense, and then Jared Goff will start to air it out. Motion in the backfield from the big tight end. Waiting for the snap is Jared Goff. He takes it in the single back formation. Once again, David Montgomery gets another carry here. David Montgomery picks up about 5 yards on that one. Looks like they're going to give him 4, and we've got a 2nd and 6 coming up here for the Detroit Lions. 2nd down and 6 for Detroit. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mario Manuel. You're watching Football Nation. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are awesome, and I'm happy to have each and every one of y'all in this live room right here, right now. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Give me this first game to convince you. Single back formation. Jared Goff fakes the handoff, in trouble, throws the football, catch is made, and that's going to be a big catch right there by Khalif Raymond. Sorry, that is Jamison Williams who makes the catch. First down, but there is a flag on the play. Could be an offensive holding. Let's see what the officials have to say. So, flag on the play, 2nd flag of the game. Catch made by Jamison Williams. If it stands, it's a first down. But it looks like the Lions are walking backwards, so let's see what they have to say. No response here. There's a throw. This might be a roughing the passer, actually. Jared Goff got smashed from both sides. He got smashed on both sides right there. This could be a roughing the passer call, actually. Ooh. Yeah, Jared Goff hit twice. So, officials still talking about what happened. 2 fouls on the play, ladies and gentlemen. Pass interference, that is declined. And then roughing the passer, that is going to be considered yes. They're going to say yes to that one. So 15 yards tacked on to the end of that play, and that is going to move them up all the way to the New Orleans Saints 38-yard line. So the Detroit Lions getting away with – they didn't get away with anything. They were given 2 penalties right there. Saints messing up. Saints caused a pass interference, so pass interference by the Saints defense and a roughing the passer on the Saints defense moves the Detroit Lions up significant yardage there. So here we go from the 38-yard line, a 1st down and 10. 1st down and 10 shotgun formation this time. We've got Jahmyr Gibbs to the left of Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown, the man in motion. Once again, a handoff to the running back. Jahmyr Gibbs finds some space, picks up 10, to the 20, the 10, the 5, goes down inside of the 5-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs with a big 1st down run right there from the 38-yard line. Looks like a 36-yard break right there. A 36-yard run from Jahmyr Gibbs all the way from the 38-yard line down to the 2-yard line of the New Orleans Saints. This rookie is sensational, guys. This guy's an absolute monster. I love watching Jahmyr Gibbs play football. What a good pick right now. This dude's a beast. Doing way better than Bijan Robinson. We got David Montgomery, the bowling ball back there one more time. Single back formation, play clock down to 3. Montgomery takes the carry. Montgomery goes to the right. Montgomery goes in, and we got a touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown for the Detroit Lions. David Montgomery running around the right tackle, in for the touchdown on the right-hand side. That brings the Detroit Lions to a 6-point lead over the home team, the New Orleans Saints. So Detroit Lions doing their thing right there. A little misdirection. Some good blocks up front. Great blocking from Sam Laporta. Wow, great job on that right side to throw up some blocks and give the Detroit Lions that lead. So the Detroit Lions now have a 6-point lead. We're waiting for the extra point attempt. There it is. The kick is up. The kick is good. So the score is now 7-0. And we're going to go to a commercial break. So that roughing the passer penalty, a big penalty there. Roughing the passer, a big penalty there. And ladies and gentlemen, we go to a commercial break. Let's check out the chat, see what's going on with you guys. Jeff, what's going on? Maybe I'm in Alaska with no TV receptions, but I do have internet phone. Good. I know. That's good to have then, Jeff. Thanks for checking in, my friend. Ray saying let's go. Let's effing go. Checking in. I appreciate you, Isaiah. Thanks for shout-outs right there, my friend. You're keeping the chat alive. I'm going to see you on Dallas Cowboys game. Let's go December 10th. That's right. You will see me for that game. You will see me for that game, Manny. And Isaiah saying, I got 2 phones. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just checking in right now, we are at a quick commercial break, so you're not missing any of the action right now. We are in a commercial break after the Detroit Lions just scored 7 points. I promise you, you're not missing anything. So when we get back from this commercial break, the Detroit Lions will have to kick the football back to the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints will get their first drive, and we'll see how Derek Carr looks in this game. Derek Carr last week did have over 300 yards, but no touchdowns. He threw an interception. He fumbled the football, and they're having issues in the red zone. If the New Orleans Saints can make it to the red zone, it'll be interesting to see which way they decide to go with this. Are they going to let Alvin Kamara get the carries? Is it going to be Taysom Hill who gets the carries? Is it going to be Chris Olave who gets the pass? We're going to find out here in just a few minutes. At the moment, though, we're still in a commercial break. Jeff, thanks for checking in. The score is now 7-0. Detroit Lions do have the lead. Shout out to all of you guys who have joined this channel membership underneath. And for those of you who have joined the membership but I haven't included your name on here, thank y'all so much for doing so. I will do that on the next live stream. Well, Monday's game, for tomorrow's game, because we're going to go straight into it. I'm literally going to be talking for 7 hours straight today, ladies and gentlemen. So I appreciate y'all putting up with my voice. Sometimes it cracks. I bet you anything that today it will crack at least once. Minimum, bare minimum, at least once. But what I've done for you guys, if you take a look at the bottom of your screen, you can see all of the records across the NFL. This right here is the AFC North and the AFC South. I will do my best to organize these as well. Baltimore Ravens lead that division. Steelers right behind, Cleveland Browns behind them, and the Cincinnati Bengals at the back end right there of that AFC North division, 5 and 6. Ray says, I can't, I wish. Anyways, AFC South, Indianapolis Colts not looking so bad. Here we go. We've actually, it looks like Taysom Hill is going to be returning this kick. I didn't realize that he was the kick returner. There's the kick. This goes up. This goes all the way back right now. And it's going to go to the end zone. So a touchback, and the New Orleans Saints are going to start this drive. New Orleans Saints going to start this drive from the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for New Orleans from the 25. Let's see what the New Orleans Saints fire up today. Let's see what the New Orleans Saints fire up today in this game. 1st and 10. The score is 7-0. Detroit Lions have the lead right now. Derek Carr lining up under center. So single back formation, Alvin Kamara directly behind him. 1st and 10. There's the snap. He's going to drop back, and Derek Carr winds up. Great blocking up front. Throws underneath. Tipped off, and that's going to be picked, and it's going to go back the other way. So the first play of the game. Is a pick for Derek Carr. An interception on the first play that Derek Carr throws up right there, and that's going to go right back into the hands of the Detroit Lions, and the Detroit Lions are going to take over inside the 20. They're going to take over in the red zone. Juwan Johnson was the intended receiver there. Derek Carr had all day. Wow, wide open downfield. All these great options, dude. I would have done better than that, Derek Carr. My grandma could have done better than that. That was awful. Juwan Johnson, football hits him in the hands. He doesn't make the catch, and it is a one-handed scoop. He literally picks that up with one hand right there on the left-hand side. That is picked off. That is picked off by the Detroit Lions. So the Detroit Lions now have the football at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10. There's the snap and an end around. Jahmyr Gibbs gets the carry. Jahmyr Gibbs picks up some yards, picks up about 4, and we've now got a 2nd down for the Detroit Lions. Man, that was a bad play. What? I mean, like, how do you do that? Derek Carr, terrible mind lapse right there. He had a clear shot downfield. Chris Olave was wide open down there. And Derek Carr ignored him. He was wide open, guys. I have no idea what Derek Carr was looking at or why he made that throw. But it was the wrong move. Anyways, let's cut back over here. We are in the red zone already. From inside of the 13-yard line, we've got a 2nd down and 6. There's the snap, fakes the toss. Derek Carr winds up, throws a sharp pass right there. And Josh Reynolds, the intended receiver, incomplete pass, does not make the catch. That was a shot to the end zone. No score right there, brings up a 3rd down. We got a 3rd down for the Detroit Lions. 10 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this first quarter. That stops the clock after the incomplete pass. 3rd down and 6 coming up from the 13-yard line. Detroit Lions lead by 7. They just got an interception, and they're already deep inside the red zone. Shotgun formation. We got motion from Sam Laporta. There's the snap, and Jared Goff looks to Sam Laporta. There's a throw. There's a shot. There's a catch and a touchdown. Sam Laporta on the right-hand side. We got a touchdown, Detroit Lions. The score is now 13-0, ladies and gentlemen, 13-0. The Detroit Lions looking very, very good in this game. Detroit Lions doing their thing. That was a great route run right there by Sam Laporta, the man in motion. And a lot of times I feel like the motion man on these plays is the one who typically gets targeted. And that just was so happened to be the way that it worked out. So here is the extra kick. Here's the point attempt. There's the snap. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the score is now 14-0. The Detroit Lions have a 2-possession lead over the New Orleans Saints. Man, what a bad decision right there by Derek Carr. If he would have just had the chutzpah, the cojones to throw that one downfield, that could have been a touchdown. That was past the third shelf, wide open on that play. Derek Carr, just completely oblivious, had already decided that he was going to throw short instead of actually surveying the field. Derek Carr has looked bad this season coming into this New Orleans Saints offense. Sorry, not sorry. It just is what it is. So we're back, ladies and gentlemen, to a commercial break, which is why we've cut to this screen. On the right-hand side, you're going to have the New Orleans Saints. You got the New Orleans Saints on the right-hand side, and this is the way that I always do this one, ladies and gentlemen. The home team is always going to be on the right-hand side, and the away team, the visiting team, is always going to be on the left. So tonight, if you guys check me out for tonight's game, you'll see the San Francisco 49ers on this side, and on the other side, you will see the Philadelphia Eagles. Hopefully, this is the side that wins in that game, because as a Dallas Cowboys fan, wow, I can't believe that even came out of my mouth. I got the chain on the ground. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. Sometimes I just have brain farts. No worries. Okay, so as a Dallas Cowboys fan, we need the Eagles to lose. So hopefully the Eagles do lose. What is going on, curly hair? I appreciate you being here. Welcome back, my friend. Looks like you changed your logo. You changed your symbol there. Curly checking in as a Lakers fan. We all knew that, but good to have you here, my friend. Cheers to you. Coffee today, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long night last night. Coming in, trying to make sure that I got this stream ready for you guys. Had a lot going on. All right, y'all have seen that graphic at the bottom scrolling by for long enough. We are still in a commercial break after the second score for the Detroit Lions. Lions have put up 14 points in the first 5 minutes of this game against the New Orleans Saints. This is going to be a long game for the Saints, guys. They cannot get to Jared Goff. Defensively, they're not putting on any pressure. Against Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions. So let's see what they do. My Lakers won last night. Look at that. Good job, dude. Cheers. Bron stepping up. Good to hear it. Look, man, I used to hate LeBron James. And I know we're talking football and you're watching Football Nation, but I used to hate LeBron James because they gave us so much grief when he was, as a San Antonio Spurs fan, they gave us so much grief. He gave us so much grief when he was with Cleveland and, of course, in that super team that he had with Miami. And it went back and forth with those two teams. But anyways, let's see. RJ checking in. Sports NHL schedule scoreboard update. Hi. What's going on? What's going on, RJ? Good to see you, my friend. There's the kick, ladies and gentlemen. The New Orleans Saints are about to get the football from the Detroit Lions. Once again, we got ourselves a touchback, and Derek Carr will have his second chance to suck up the field right here from the 25. Hopefully, I'm wrong, and hopefully he makes me eat a big bowl of crow right here, but Derek Carr is not the answer for New Orleans. Anyways, yeah, let's go. The Lions are winning. The Lions are winning 14-0, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just checking in, 10 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the first quarter of this game. The Detroit Lions capitalized off of a Derek Carr turnover on his first pass, the first play for the Saints, instead of handing off to Kamara. And this time they will hand it off to Kamara. And even still, Kamara will go backwards, losing a yard. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 11 for the New Orleans Saints. 2nd down and 11 coming up for New Orleans. You can check out the drive chart down below, ladies and gentlemen. And on the right-hand side, way out over here, you can see the scoring structure. So if you're in it for fantasy purposes, let's go ahead and scroll that up for you guys so y'all can see what's going on. So on 2nd down and 11, The New Orleans Saints are in a shotgun formation. There's the snap. Derek Carr looks left, looks right, throws to Kamara. Kamara makes the catch, drops the football. Catch is going to be incomplete. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 11. Incomplete once again. Damn, drops. New Orleans Saints looking like this is a rough game right now for the New Orleans Saints. Bad start for them. It is a long game. But here we go. 3rd down and 11. 3rd down and 11. There's the snap out of the shotgun. Derek Carr looks right, looks left, looks right again. There's a shot. That's going to be batted down. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Incomplete. 4th down for the New Orleans Saints. And a very quick 3-and-out coming up right here. A very quick 3-and-out. Bad play right now from the New Orleans Saints. They really got to take a look. How is that not a... I don't think that was a pass interference. That was a good job by the Detroit Lions defense to get there. Great job of the Detroit Lions defense to break up that one. That pass was intended for A.T. Perry, the rookie, the 6th-round pick out of Wake Forest. There's the punt. And if you haven't heard of A.T. Perry, that's okay, because really I hadn't either. Wow, a pretty good return. Khalif Raymond gets up to about looks like the 35, maybe the 45-yard line. Good return right there. That'll be down at about the 35. You can see that on the drive chart below. But yeah, A.T. Perry was the intended receiver on that last play for Derek Carr. And if you've never heard of him, he was the 6th-round pick 195 overall in the 2023 draft, drafted out of Wake Forest. He is the tallest wide receiver on their team, even taller than Taysom Hill and Foster Moreau, and taller than just about everybody. Taller than Jawan Johnson, taller than Jimmy Graham. He's 6'5", 205 pounds. And that was just a bad throw. So there's not much that you can do when Derek Carr is playing at that level. Derek Carr not surveying the field. These receivers not really getting any separation. There's nothing that Derek Carr can really do in that situation either. But that was a bad pass. A.T. Perry was covered by 2 defenders for the Detroit Lions. It is what it is. That brings up a 4th down. We got a punt, and we're back to a commercial break. So the New Orleans Saints, after the quick 3-and-out, have punted the football back to the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions now have possession right now, and the Detroit Lions have the football at their own 46-yard line. At their own 46-yard line. Yeah, you could see where the kick went back and where it was returned. I'm a Seahawks fan. Our season pretty much over. Sorry about that, Curly. Yeah, the Cowboys did it to you, my friend. Cowboys did it to you. So, and you know what, Curly? I'll subscribe to your channel too, my friend. So do you cover games as well, Curly? Are you covering basketball games? If you are, shout out to you. I know how hard it is to make content like this. You know what? Let's go ahead and check out your page right now. Why not? I'm going to go ahead and check out your page, see what's going on here. Go to your channel. Let's go to your channel, see what's going on here. 8 subscribers for Curly Hair Rick. Let's subscribe. Football Nation is now subscribed to Curly Hair Rick. Cheers, man. I hope your YouTube journey starts to pick up. Don't know if you're even on a YouTube journey or not, but now you are. So cheers to you. 9 subscribers now. Salute, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still in a commercial break. So if you're checking out this channel right now, the NFL is really, really good at one thing. It's not officiating, that's for sure. It is really, really good at giving you way too many commercials. And right now, we are in a commercial break. They're talking about this running back duo with David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. Right now, they are ranked 2nd most in yards and touchdowns across the NFL. This running back duo with David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. And here we go. 1st down and 10. Sam Laporta, the man in motion. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. There's the snap, and Jahmyr Gibbs gets a carry. Jahmyr Gibbs will get back to the line of scrimmage, gaining nothing. 2nd down. We got a 2nd down coming up for the Detroit Lions. So Detroit now got a 2nd down, 9 minutes and 22 seconds left to go. 9:22 left to go. To whoever just subscribed to this channel, didn't get to see your name pop up, but thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much. If you want to leave your name in the chat box, we can talk face-to-face, or, well, I guess through this camera, through this medium. 2nd down and 10. Still at the 46-yard line. Shotgun formation. Jahmyr Gibbs waiting for Jahmyr Gibbs in the shotgun next to Goff. Goff takes the snap. Goff winds up, throws. Catch is made from Sam Laporta across midfield, across the 40, the 35, the 30, down inside the 30 at about the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions on the 25-yard line. Sam Laporta doing his thing. Lakers and Golden State Warriors. What's my basketball team? Oh, he's asking Isaiah. Oh, by the way, Curly, Ray is actually Isaiah. So I hope the name doesn't confuse you because it did confuse me. Here we go. Empty backfield from the 25-yard line. There's the snap. Goff looks right all day, throws right, catch is made. Oh, and Amon-Ra St. Brown breaks through, and he goes all the way in for a touchdown. Detroit Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown with the 25-yard touchdown reception. Let's go. Amon-Ra St. Brown catching the ball on a post route. It looked kind of like a slant, actually. On a slant route, catch was made. Detroit Lions take that football all the way inside. Great job. Good cutback right there. Amon-Ra St. Brown, strong hands, getting them in front of him so that he can make that catch far enough away so that the defender couldn't get his hands to make that play. There's the snap, there's the kick, the extra point is up, the extra point is good, and the Detroit Lions now have a 21-0 lead over the New Orleans Saints. That happened quickly. This drive was only 3 plays. It was good for 54 yards and only took a minute off the clock. This might be one of those Broncos games. Holy crap, y'all. Do you see the score? We're not even halfway through the first quarter. And the Detroit Lions are bending the Saints over a barrel right now. If you're a Saints fan, you've probably already checked out. That's like rage quit in Madden. I don't know what the Saints are going to do. They've literally only had 6 plays. Not even. They've had 4 plays in this game, and the Detroit Lions have 21 points. The New Orleans Saints in this game have only had 4 offensive plays. Their very first drive, Derek Carr on the opening play of the game threw an interception to the Detroit Lions. That's play number 1. And then we had a 3 and out. So 3 terrible decisions by Derek Carr, and that offense once again led to a punt. And now the Saints are going to get their 5th offensive play here after the kickback from the Detroit Lions. So right now we are in a commercial break after another score from the Detroit Lions. All right, so Curly's checking me in. He's filling me in right now. Curly's filling me in with what's going on across the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. And in case you guys are curious, I'll bring that up. So give me 1 second. Let me make some quick adjustment here for you guys. We'll go here. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's cut back to this one, and then I can talk about the other games that are happening across the NFL. That way it doesn't look awkward for you guys as I bounce around back and forth and you see my screen watching what I'm doing, clicking in a whole bunch of things. This way you can just hang out with me for now. So, duplicating the tab. Let's take a look across the NFL. The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Arizona Cardinals. They're halfway through the first quarter in that one. The score is 3-0. Pittsburgh has the lead. Atlanta Falcons versus the New York Jets. That game is 0-0. Houston Texans have a 3-point lead over the Denver Broncos. The score is 3-0. Detroit Lions smashing the New Orleans Saints right now, 21-0. And the Colts and Texans game right now is a solid 1-7-7. LA Chargers versus New England Patriots, 0-0. Miami Dolphins versus Washington Commanders. Dolphins have a 7-0 lead in that one. Okay, I hope that fills you in with what's going on across the NFL right now. Arizona Cardinals just tied it up. The score is now 3-3 between them and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Not that that really means anything, but yes. So those are your scores across the league. All tied up in 3 of 5. 3 of 6. Half of these games, no, 4 of 6. So 66.6% of the games right now are all tied up, and we just happen to be covering the game where the Detroit Lions are going to smash the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kick back. This one will be returned this time from the 10-yard line up to the 20, up to the 25, down at the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints now have the football. 8 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter. They're showing this Amon-Ra St. Brown touchdown highlight one more time. I mean, there was nothing that the New Orleans Saints defense could have done there to have stopped Amon-Ra St. Brown. He even got checked at the line quickly, and still Amon-Ra St. Brown just threaded the needle. The way he ran that route just looked perfectly. That was all rack. That was all rack yards. Run after the catch. Anyways, here we go. 1st down and 10 coming up for the New Orleans Saints. Shotgun formation. Taysom Hill getting ready to take the snap right here. There it is. Taysom Hill has the football, and he runs up the middle, and that's the biggest play of the game so far for the New Orleans Saints. Taysom Hill picks up about 8 yards right there. 2nd and 2 coming up. Just get rid of Derek Carr. Just let Taysom Hill be the guy. Let Taysom Hill be your starting quarterback. He's better anyways. It's actually a 2nd down and 3, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd down and 3. Derek Carr coming back out onto the field. Saints fans don't look too happy right now, up to the 32-yard line. Alvin Kamara, single back formation. We got motion in the backfield. There's a handoff to Kamara. Kamara's going to get wrapped up and go backwards. So 2 yards lost brings up a 3rd down and 5. So far, Alvin Kamara in this game, 2 rushing attempts, -2 yards. Great job. A big throw right there from Tua to Tyreek Hill. Good for a 78-yard touchdown reception. That's what gave the Dolphins their currently now 10-0 lead. No, that touchdown wasn't 10 points. They got a field goal as well. But, yeah, 78-yard touchdown catch from Tyreek Hill. That's exactly what he does. So there's the snap out of the shotgun formation. Derek Carr in the pocket. Derek Carr scrambling. Derek Carr will get bagged behind the 20-yard line. And the Detroit Lions defense getting in there to smash the team at the Superdome, the home team. Derek Carr eating a fat sack lunch right there. 4th down and 15 coming up for the Saints. Another punt. Another punt. So a pick, a punt, a punt. That is how the New Orleans Saints have started this game. And there seem to be a lot of Lions fans at the Superdome right now. It's a long way from Detroit. Are they really going to go for it on 4th and 15? There's no way. No, there's the snap. There's the punt. That was an interesting formation shift. It had me confused. The punt goes all the way back to the 31, and it gets muffed. And this time, no, Khalif Raymond goes down. He drops the football, ends up recovering it. Taysom Hill was there to lay down a hit on Khalif Raymond. And so that means that the Detroit Lions are going to start this drive from the 34-yard line, ladies and gentlemen, from the 34. All right, Wade, what's going on, my friend? Welcome back, sir. Appreciate you. Weimarer, hola. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for checking in, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. This game, I apologize for it. I can't do anything about it. This is definitely a blowout. Detroit Lions, huge lead right now, 21-0, and the Lions will get the football back. Let's see if the Lions can get another one. I wonder if the Lions at this point guys, there are 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter, and the Lions are getting the football back again. These guys might be able to put up almost 30 points. I wouldn't be surprised if they put up over 30 points in the first quarter. This could be one of those games where it is just absolutely insane scoring for the Detroit Lions. They might even put in their thirds. They're going to call up their practice squad to come out here and help out. My gosh. Curly saying your season's over. I don't know, man. Seahawks. I don't know okay, so I'm reading the chats right now because we're at a quick commercial break. If you're checking out the channel right now, you're just checking in right now. There's no football action happening right now. We are in a quick commercial break. When we get back, we'll get back to the action. But for now, I like to read the chats in between. So if you are shy and you want to hear your name get called out and you want to have a conversation with me, you can do that. All you got to do is leave a comment in the chat area, and we can talk. And I would appreciate it a lot because it actually helps the algorithm quite a bit if we have some sort of communication going back and forth. So long story short, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for participating and being a part of this. I don't want this to just be me blabbering back and forth or just talking to an empty camera. If you guys are out there and you guys want to help carry or move the conversation in one way or the other, bring up any topic, bring up any questions about any team across the NFL, I will do my best to answer that, and I can at least give you my opinion on the fact or on the matter. Okay. I hope the Texans beat the Broncos today. I hate the Broncos, says Curly. Yo, Wade. Yeah, you know what? I do remember saying that. I do remember you saying that. Are you still in San Antonio, Wade? If you are, man, we're all the way out here in San Antonio, but we're on the far east side. I'm actually technically in Kirby. So if you're from San Antonio, you know where that is. That being said, we're getting back to the action. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to talk, just leave your name in the chat box. We're back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. The Detroit Lions now have the football. Detroit Lions now have the football. We've got a 1st down and 10 from the Detroit Lions' own 34-yard line. 6 minutes and 8 seconds left to go right here. Derek Carr already moping around as if it's not his own fault. Single back formation. Waiting for the snap. There it is. Fakes the handoff. Derek Carr pump fakes. Winds up. Throws underneath. Catch is made. And David Montgomery doing everything he can to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. He does not. He will lose a yard. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Detroit Lions from their own 33-yard line. That's right, Wade. You live in Playa del Carmen. That's right. That's right. Sorry, man. I apologize for that. Yeah, I know you're in Mexico. That's right. Brent, what's going on? How about them Cowboys, my friend? Thanks for checking in, dude. Thanks for checking in, Brent. So after that play, ladies and gentlemen, they go backwards. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 11 from the 33-yard line. Shotgun formation. Jared Goff takes the snap, throws to the right-hand side. Oh! Amon-Ra St. Brown tips the football. It hits the hands of a New Orleans Saints defender. Does not get picked off right there, luckily for Jared Goff. The incomplete pass will bring up a 3rd down. We'll bring up a 3rd down. Oh, man. So, and yes, Wade is a Spurs fan. How about Wemby? Spurs not really looking so great this season. I think Pop said, let's tank it one more year and get one more player to support Wemby. He'll get the experience either way. Here we go. There's the snap out of the shotgun on 3rd and 11. I keep saying Derek Carr, but that's Jared Goff. Feels the pressure, and Jared Goff ends up getting bagged, and Bond gets in there to get the bag for the New Orleans Saints. So finally, the New Orleans Saints figure something out defensively. Spoke too soon, Vamerer. Spoke a little too soon. So, Jared Goff getting sacked on that one. Big bag coming in right there. Saints defense forcing a punt right here. Looks like Bond was the one who got to Jared Goff. So, here comes the kick from Jack Fox, the punter for the Detroit Lions. That's the kick that goes up, high up in the air. This one will be returned from inside the 30, and he's going to end up going backwards. That's going to be at about the 31, maybe the 32-yard line. New Orleans Saints going to have the football. They're finally going to get a chance. Another chance. How many chances are you going to get? New Orleans Saints waiting to see what they do right here. So 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. New Orleans Saints went backwards on that punt return. On the road, the Detroit Lions are 4-1. Right now, the Lions are 8-3. That is the best record for the Detroit Lions since 1962. The best record for the Detroit Lions in 60 years. We got it right here, right now. This is a historic Lions offense. And right now, the Lions defense is out there. Derek Carr under center on 1st and 10 from the 24. Waiting for the snap. There it is. Derek Carr drops back in the pocket. Runs out of time. Has to throw quickly. This time the catch is made on the flat. A gain of about 5, maybe 6 brings up a 2nd down and 4. 2nd down and 4 coming up right here for the New Orleans Saints. That catch was made. That catch was made on the right-hand side. So the catch was made on the right-hand side right there. Let's go ahead and cut over to the other one here. 2nd down and 4 coming up. 2nd down and 4. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Derek. This time it's Taysom Hill. And Taysom Hill finds some space. And Taysom Hill picks up some yardage. Gets across midfield. And Taysom Hill looking like the best thing to come out of this New Orleans Saints offense right here. 1st down for New Orleans. A good snap right there, and the fullback was there to throw up a perfect block for Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill breaking a tackle before getting his ankles wrapped up only after he crossed the 50-yard line. Only after crossing the 50-yard line And here we go. We got a 1st and 10 coming up for the New Orleans Saints after that play. There's the snap. There's the handoff. Alvin Kamara goes to the right-hand side, and no gain there. So maybe they'll be generous and give him a yard. So we've got a 2nd down and 9 coming up here. 2nd down and 9 coming up across midfield from the Detroit Lions 48-yard line. This is the best field position that the New Orleans Saints have had all game long. It is towards the end of the first quarter, and the Saints trail by 21. Saints trail in this game by 21. The score is 21-0. Taysom Hill getting ready to take the snap once again. Taysom Hill getting ready to take the snap here once again. So the fullback out there to throw up a block, and Taysom Hill's going to wheel out to the right. This time he is going to throw, and that's going to be a low throw into the ground. An incomplete play right there. Probably better because there was triple coverage on the intended receiver there. It looks like that was to Juwan Johnson being targeted once again. Juwan Johnson unable to get the catch, and Derek Carr comes in to be the quarterback for this next play. Taysom Hill coming off the field, not lining up at tight end, not lining up at running back. They might as well use him. Jamal Williams this time. Jamal Williams on the right-hand side is the running back out of the shotgun formation. So 3rd down and 9. 3rd down and 9 from the 49. A deep shot this time, overthrown. No flag on the play. And once again, an incomplete pass brings up a 4th down and 9. And there's no way that groupie's going to get this one. Great job by the bad throw right there from Derek Carr. He was open, but he completely overthrew his intended receiver. Derek Carr wishes he could have that one back. And here comes the 4th down. So 4th down for the New Orleans Saints. The intended receiver once again was the rookie, A.T. Perry. You got Chris Olave down there, dude, and you're throwing the football to who? Your best wide receiver is 7 yards. Oh, come on. Wow. So the punt takes a bounce that takes its sweet time in the air, and the New Orleans Saints had every second. They had like 3 full seconds after that bounce to get over there and stop that football from getting into the end zone. They could have pinned the Lions' ears back. They could have pinned the Detroit Lions all the way back on the 1-yard line, but the lack of enthusiasm for this New Orleans Saints is pretty apparent. It's like they came in here looking to just, you know what I mean? Like, what was the pep talk that coach gave them? It looks like there was nothing coming from the offense or nothing coming from the defense on either side of the football, and the head coach to start this game was just like, hey, guys, I know we're playing the Detroit Lions. We're probably going to get the brakes beat off of us, but just be sure to go out there and have some fun. That's exactly how they're playing. They're not playing football right now. They're not playing competitive football right now. And the Saints trail 21-0, and you can see all of the black and gold, everyone out there just shaking their heads in disbelief. Here we go out of the I formation, 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line after the touchback right there on that punt. Khalif Raymond, the man in motion. There's a snap and a handoff. David Montgomery finds some space. He gets that first carry from the 20 all the way up to the 33-yard line. So a 13-yard run on 1st down. David Montgomery getting picked up by his buddies. 1st down for the Detroit Lions. 1st down. 2 minutes left to go in this first quarter. 30 seconds on the play clock. Jared Goff so far 5 of 7 for 77 yards and 2 touchdowns, and it is the first quarter. First quarter, 77 yards, 2 touchdowns. Pistol formation this time. So Jared Goff 5 yards behind center, and 5 yards behind him, we've got Jahmyr Gibbs. There's the snap. Quick throw out to the flat. That one was intended. Is that a backwards play? Or is that a forwards play? Looks like they're going to call it forward pass. That's going to be tipped at the line of scrimmage. Drops to the ground. Incomplete pass. 2nd down coming up for the Detroit Lions. Intended receiver there, Amon-Ra St. Brown on the flat. Intended to be a wide receiver bubble. Okay. Wade saying he's an old man. I don't buy it, Wade. I don't buy it. Texans looking good today. Texans have been looking good for a while, man. Texans looking good this season. Shotgun formation, play clock down to 7. Waiting for the snap. There it is. There's the handoff right there. David Montgomery goes to the left-hand side, picks up about 3 yards. So, I will say this, guys. You guys were the ones who wanted me to cover this game. My personal preference, I actually would have covered the Texans game. but I'm here for you guys. So if you guys are watching this live stream and you haven't hit that like button just yet, please be sure to do so. I know right now that it's a blowout, but I wouldn't be here without you guys. So appreciate your help. Appreciate your suggestions. Here we go. We've got a shotgun formation. We got motion in the backfield from Amon-Ra St. Brown going over to the right-hand side of that formation. Play clock down to 5. Jared Goff takes the snap. He looks right, winds up, throws a medium pass. That is going to go straight through the hands of Josh Reynolds. It'll find the ground, and another 4th down coming up here for the Detroit Lions. So the Saints defense starting to figure it out a little bit. Got the pressure up on Jared Goff. Goff is kind of upset about it. But a 4th down coming up for the Lions. Lions going to punt this one away. That incomplete pass will stop the clock. So 56 seconds left to go in the first quarter. New Orleans Saints going to get the football back. 4th and 7 coming up right here. Waiting for the punt from the Detroit Lions. Waiting for the snap. Play clock down to 5. Don't know why you're taking your time. It's just a punt, my guy. There's the snap. There's the kick. Kick is up. Almost blocked right there. This goes up. It will be fielded. Flag on the play. Fielded, and he gets blown up almost immediately. Up to about the 27-yard line. I wonder what the flag is going to be. It'll probably be on the return team, if I had to guess. But 47 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Let's find out what that one was. Still waiting to find out. Officials talking about it. Going to be a holding. It's going to be a holding. Return team. Yep. Holding. Receiving team number 27, 10-yard penalty, 1st down. So that will back them up from about the 26-yard line to about the 16-yard line. And the New Orleans Saints, just all kinds of issues to start this game. I wonder if they have what it takes, if they have the mental fortitude to overcome this deficit. Right now, the New Orleans Saints only have 22 total yards of offense. The Detroit Lions, 148. Big difference between the two. Here's Derek Carr on 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Derek Carr from the 16-yard line. Motion in the backfield from Taysom Hill. There's a toss to the left-hand side. Alvin Kamara taking his time, finding some blocks, picking up about 7. 2nd down and 3 coming up. 2nd down and 3 coming up for the New Orleans Saints. Saints up to their own 23-yard line. Just crossing the 20 there. And it looks like the game clock and the play clock, they're going to have to get one more. Maybe not. It looks like a fraction of a second. The play clock and the game clock are different, but they're both looking at 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Clock is ticking, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd down and 3 from the 23. Taysom Hill this time takes the snap, hands that off. Alvin Kamara right up the middle. Alvin Kamara picks up the 1st down, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. 1st down for the New Orleans Saints. And when we get back from this commercial break, we'll have a 1st down and 10 from the 27. New Orleans Saints, 0. Detroit Lions, a healthy 21-point lead. So 3 scores in between. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Football Nation. My name is Mario Manuel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's check out the chat and see what's going on with you guys. Nice. It looks like Curly Hair is carrying the conversation. Curly, what's going on, my friend? Hope you guys are having fun so far. Since we're at a commercial break, let's take a look at the games across the NFL. That is the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're just joining us right now, end of the first quarter in this one, Detroit Lions doing the same thing that the Miami Dolphins are doing to the Washington Commanders. Detroit Lions 21, New Orleans Saints have nothing. Miami Dolphins have 17, Washington Commanders have nothing. The most boring game across the NFL is probably that 0-0 game right now, LA Chargers versus New England Patriots. And we've also got, wow, okay, so we do got some stuff to talk about. Check this out, y'all. I'm actually going to go ahead and, well, we'll wait because we're still just in a commercial break. When we get to halftime, I'll show you what's going on. But it looks like the New York Jets were able to get a safety in this one. The New York Jets actually lead the Atlanta Falcons 2-0. So 2 points for the New York Jets, 2-0 in that game over the Atlanta Falcons. New York Jets playing at home at MetLife. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals 3-3, so that game is all tied up. Not a whole lot of action. Houston Texans looking like they're doing pretty well in that one. Houston Texans have a 13-0 lead over the Denver Broncos. The Tennessee Titans have a 10-7 lead over the Indianapolis Colts. So no more Jonathan Taylor out there. Jonathan Taylor is going to be out, having to get some surgery. Zach Moss is going to be the main running back for the Indianapolis Colts. And honestly, he's been a better running back anyways. So, yeah, still 0-0 LA Chargers versus New England. Miami Dolphins doing their thing over the Washington Commanders. The afternoon games, ladies and gentlemen, at 3:05. We've got a game with the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Nobody is going to watch that game, so I'm not covering that one. The other two games that are happening at 3:25, the Cleveland Browns versus the LA Rams. That could be a fun one, but we're covering the San Francisco 49ers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. So that game will be coming up at 3:25, and you can catch that game right here on Football Nation with me, your host, Mario Manuel. Looks like we're coming back from this commercial break. The Detroit Lions now have the football, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, that's a lie. Detroit Lions on defense right now. New Orleans Saints just picked up a first down on the legs of Alvin Kamara, so we've got a 1st and 10 coming up from the 27-yard line. New Orleans on their own 27-yard line. Derek Carr under center, single back formation, waiting for the snap. There it is. That's a handoff. Jamal Williams goes forward. Williams picks up about 3, maybe 4 yards. They're going to give him 3, and we got a 2nd down. 2nd down and 7 coming up for the New Orleans Saints. So Jamal Williams going around the left tackle up to New Orleans' 30-yard line, a 3-yard gain, tackled by Rodriguez on that one. Second down and 7, 14 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this first half. Saints trail by 21. We got motion in the backfield. Derek Carr takes the snap. There's a handoff to Kamara, who goes out the left-hand side. Where is your speed, Kamara? You got nothing. Alvin Kamara looks like just a shell of himself. He used to look so good 3 years ago, and all of a sudden he just looks awful. Alvin Kamara looks like a really bad running back, and I don't know if it's the New Orleans Saints offensive front, which it very well might be, but at the same time, it's just not great. Anyway, 2nd down and 4 after that one. So, 3rd down and 4, excuse me. 3rd down and 4 coming up from the New Orleans Saints. Shotgun formation. Derek Carr takes the snap. He looks left. He looks right. Winds up. Throws. Catches made. Alvin Kamara should be running vertically, but he ends up running out flat, and then he does pick up the 1st down before getting tackled, so at least we got a 1st down, and the New Orleans Saints move the chains, so no 3 and out here. Starting the 2nd quarter, we've moved the football. You can see where this drive started, actually. This drive started way back on their own 16-yard line. We're up to the 42 now. New Orleans Saints have the football at the 42-yard line. So far, this drive has gone for 5 plays, 26 yards, 2 minutes taken off the clock. Clock is still ticking. There's the snap. Taysom Hill gets the carry this time. Taysom Hill trying to look shifty, breaking tackles, gets wrapped up, gets back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to say he lost one, so that'll bring up a 2nd down. We all know what happens when Taysom Hill gets the football. Chances are he's going to rush it. He can play quarterback. Not a great quarterback, but he's a really good running quarterback, if that makes sense. He can still throw the football, and he can still make you pay, but it's not going to be great. Derek Carr back out on the field. Alvin Kamara to the right of him. Shotgun formation, 2nd down and 10 from the 41. So on 2nd down, Alvin Kamara, the intended receiver there. Nope. Actually, that was Juwan Johnson who was the intended receiver there. And looks like there's going to be an offensive holding that got called there. That'll probably be declined. Get to the 3rd down. 3rd down. Penalty is declined. 3rd down coming up right here. 0 targets, guys, for Chris Olave. What the hell is going on? No targets, no catches. Chris Olave hasn't even been looked at in this game. How do the Saints expect to win this football game if they don't get the ball to their best players? New Orleans Saints can't get the football to their best players. New Orleans Saints in trouble right now. 3rd down and 11. Shotgun formation. We're waiting for the snap. Offsides. Flag. There's going to be a false start. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 16. It'll probably be a false start on the offense. I see them already backing up Aiden Hutchinson. I don't know how he has blood on the back of his jersey. But yeah, false start On the offense, 5-yard penalty, repeat third down. So a 3rd down and 16. New Orleans backed up to their own 36-yard line. So it was the center who lost his balance. Okay, false start called right there. Here we go. 3rd down and 16. Play clock down to 18. Derek Carr waiting for the snap. This should be an empty backfield. I don't even see why you would try to fake it, but it's not. So there's the snap. Derek Carr winds up. Derek Carr's in trouble. He scrambles on the move, throws a deep shot. Catch is actually made. The catch is made and a big 1st down right there. Perry making the catch right there. A.T. Perry picking up the 1st down. And we got a big 1st down on a 30-yard play. Derek Carr, the biggest play of the game right there, passing that to his rookie wide receiver. Somehow, some way, not a single target going Chris Olave's way. A.T. Perry making the catch, though, on that one, and that's exactly what they needed. Believe it or not, as messed up as this looks, the play calling has been pretty much even. 10 rushing plays, 10 passing plays here for the New Orleans Saints. And Derek Carr is looking pretty bad. Derek Carr has completed 3 of 8 passes for 45 yards. Taysom Hill is now out there. We are across midfield, so we're counting down right now from the 34-yard line. Taysom Hill takes the snap, fakes the handoff, runs around the edge right there, gets wrapped up, gains maybe a yard or 2. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. So 2nd down and 9 coming up for the New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr coming back out onto the field after a short run right there from Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is the leading rusher in this game right now. He's got 28 yards to Alvin Kamara's 12 and Jamal Williams' 3. So here we go, 2nd down and 9. Shotgun formation, just shy of the red zone. We're at the 33-yard line. And a flag. Probably a false start on the offense. Something else that I brought up at the start of this stream. McCoy once again being called with the false start. Come on. All kinds of issues right now with the New Orleans Saints. Don't know what is happening with these guys. So the center is flinching, losing his balance, causing penalties. I mean, come on. 2nd down and 14 coming up for the New Orleans Saints. 2nd down and 14 for the Saints. Shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap. 10:56 left to go. Derek Carr takes the snap. Pocket holds. He throws. Alvin Kamara makes the catch on 2nd and 14. Only picks up about 4. So we've got a 3rd and 10. Maybe a 3rd and 9 depending on which way he was leaning. But a 3rd down nonetheless outside of the red zone. At least, if nothing else, they're within field goal range for Groupie. So a 3rd down and 9 coming up right here, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd down and 9. My goodness. This is just pretty sloppy play from the New Orleans Saints. Let's see what happens here. And looks like whistle is being blown. Timeout will be called. And the Detroit Lions taking their first timeout right here. Detroit Lions will take their first timeout. Let's take a look at the stats. Let's take a quick look at the stats right now. Guys, right over here, take a look on the right-hand side of your screen. Take a look at the right-hand side of your screen. So, 148 total yards of offense for the Detroit Lions, only 83 yards for the New Orleans Saints. Only 83 yards for the New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr completing 4 of 9 passes, less than 50% for this man, having a terrible game right now. 50 yards, already got himself an interception compared to Jared Goff, who's 5 of 9, but he's got 77 yards and 2 touchdowns. Here we go, 3rd down and 9 coming up for the New Orleans Saints. 3rd down and 9. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Derek Carr in trouble. They bring a blitz. Lions. That's a catch. That is made. And Chris Olave finally making his first catch of the game. Chris Olave, a big catch right there in a crucial moment. And that brings them inside the 10-yard line. First down for the New Orleans Saints. Good job from Chris Olave to get some separation. Hasn't had any all game long. Finally finding himself in a spot where he has some space. And Chris Olave gets to about the 9-yard line. So here we go. 1st and goal from the 9. 1st and goal from the 9 after the catch from Chris Olave. Let's see what they dial up here. probably a handoff to Kamara, and it is. So on 1st and goal, single back formation, that's a handoff to Alvin Kamara. He gets up to the 6-yard line. He looked at the officials. Looks like he felt like he got horse-collared. I didn't see it. No matter, second down. Second down and goal. Second down and goal from the 6-yard line. New Orleans Saints finally moving the football, but this is where they struggle the most, ladies and gentlemen. They rank 29th in the NFL in red zone touchdowns. So here we go. Second down and goal. Shotgun formation. Jimmy Graham on the right side. He looks to Graham. There's a throw, and Jimmy Graham makes the catch. Let's go! Touchdown, New Orleans! The New Orleans Saints making a touchdown play with Jimmy Graham, something else that I called at the start of this live stream. I said, if they get into the red zone and they find themselves getting backed up or in tight situations, the best option that they have is throwing the football to Jimmy Graham. And guess who? Jimmy freaking Graham makes the touchdown grab right there. The score is now 21-6. The score is now 21-6. Here's the extra point from Groupie. There's the snap. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is right down the middle. And the score is now 7-21. Back to a 2-possession game. Let's see if the Saints can get another stop and get this to be a 14-21 lead before going into the locker room. The home team, the New Orleans Saints, are only 4-point underdogs. So this score, we'll see if they can beat that spread. They're definitely behind the 8 ball right now, but a big catch right there from Jimmy Graham, a touchdown for the New Orleans Saints, means that this offense has some life. And we go into a commercial break. Touchdown for New Orleans, ladies and gentlemen. We are at a quick commercial. Team with the big LOL. We'll see. What's going on, Wilt? Good to see you, my friend. At this moment, I will not give you an update. They're losing 13-0. Okay. Team, life is great. Yo, looks like you guys are hanging out in there. What's going on, Wilt? Good to see you, and you're very welcome for the content, my friend. I'm here for you. Ray checking in. What is going on, guys? Mario, Chargers scored a field goal. Okay, thanks for the update. Rock on. Okay, so we are at a commercial break. What that means is that I'll have a chance to get over and look at the other teams right now. So across the NFL, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 7 games happening right now at this 12 o'clock spot. 7 games across the NFL. None of those games, as I'm looking at them right now, none of those games have hit halftime just yet. And scores have been changing across the NFL. So the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals, this game is all knotted up at 3-3. The Atlanta Falcons versus the New York Jets. The Jets were able to get a safety here. So a safety for the New York Jets, not enough to keep the lead over the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons lead 7-2. The Houston Texans have the football right now. Houston Texans 13-0 over the Denver Broncos. 7.5 minutes, almost 8 minutes left to go in that half, in the first half of that game. Detroit Lions, New Orleans Saints. New Orleans finally getting on the board, guys. New Orleans Saints finally getting on the board. The score is now 21-7. You can see that score above my head. The Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans have a 10-point lead in that one. 9 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in that first half. Tennessee Titans 17. Indianapolis Colts have 7. LA Chargers versus the New England Patriots. The LA Chargers, how do they only have 3 points? It blows my mind that the Chargers only have 3 points in that game. The score is 3-0 in that one. And the Miami Dolphins 17-7 over the Washington Commanders. Looks like the Washington Commanders were able to get a point right there. A score right there. So here we go. There's the kick from the New Orleans Saints back to the Detroit Lions. They're looking a little more fired up. That's the biggest kick right now from Groupie. That goes to the back of the end zone. Jimmy Graham, what a catch. Easy money right there. Jimmy Graham, that's easy money right there. You should play Jimmy Graham on more plays. But when you've got your tight ends, you also need someone to be able to block. And Jimmy Graham's body can't exactly block like he used to. Jimmy Graham fired up right there with Derek Carr. He's a scary-looking dude. That's a big guy. Anyways, 1st and 10. Touchback means that the Detroit Lions now have the football from the 25-yard line. There's the snap and a handoff to Demont. Montgomery goes forward, picks up about 2, maybe 3 yards. They're going to give him 2. That brings up a second down. Second down for the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions, second down and 8 from their own 27-yard line. 8 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in this first half. And it looks like the first injury timeout of the game. Officials taking an injury timeout. And here comes the medical personnel to take a look at the downed defender here. The down defender here. Let's see if I can see who that is. Let's see if I can find out who that is for you guys. What I saw, we got someone down on the field right now. Okay. Can't tell who it is. Right now we've got an injured defender for the Detroit Lions. And, sorry, not an injured defender. Lions are on offense. We've got an injured offensive lineman, actually. And that's actually, that's a problem. I actually did find out who that is. That's Frank Ragnow. That's their center. So let's see if this is going to be a problem for the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions just lost their center, drafted out of Arkansas, 6'5", 309 pounds of solid mass right there. Drafted as the first-round pick, the 20th pick overall in that 2018 draft. And he is down on the field right now. He might be missing some time. We are back to a commercial break, an injury timeout. To whoever just subscribed and helped me get this channel to 2256, thank you so much. My goal for the end of this stream, if you guys can help me get to 2275 before we get into that 49ers-Eagles game, that would be awesome. If you guys are checking out this channel right now for the first time, my name is Mario Manuel. I cannot do this channel without support from viewers like you. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're feeling generous and you want to give me some love, all you got to do is hit the like button on the stream, subscribe to this channel. It'll really help push this content out. Leave a comment for me, guys. It really does help so very much. And it helps keep the conversation alive. What's going on, Bud Gibson? Bud checking in saying, let's go Lions. Bud checking in saying, let's go Lions. And besting would have worked just fine as well there, Curly. You could have said besting or beating. Both are true. Both are true. So at this moment, I will not give you an update, says Will. Curly, Texans, team, LOL. Okay, so it looks like right now everybody is, for the most part, thinking that the Detroit Lions are going to win this game. There are about 22% of you guys that think that there's still a chance for the New Orleans Saints. I'm going to give this until about halftime, and then I'm going to shut the poll down. So we'll close the poll here. But, yeah, the center goes down. He got stepped on his left ankle. Looks like he can't really put much weight on it right now. And you can see Dan Campbell upset to see it. Fallon Lynn, let's go Lions. Good to see you, Fallon. Thanks for checking in. Here we go. Lions have the football on second down and 8. That's a handoff to Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs pushing the pile. Picks up about 5, maybe 6 right there. That'll bring up a third down. We're going to have a third down and short coming up for the Detroit Lions. Third down and short. Fallon, I appreciate you checking in, girl. Appreciate that a lot, actually. That makes me happy. So if you guys are checking into this channel for the first time, you know what to do. Leave a comment for me, ladies and gentlemen. 8 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the first half right here. We got a third down and about 2. Third down and 2 from the 33-yard line. Detroit Lions, empty backfield. Jared Goff looking at 2 wide receivers on the left, 2 wide receivers on the right. There's the snap. Quick throw to Sam Laporta, who is triple teamed and still finds a way to break past 2 of them, but he does not pick up the first down. And a big, crucial stop right there. A very much needed stop for the New Orleans Saints. Good job by the Saints to get that stop. Sam Laporta did make the catch, but it wasn't enough to pick up the first down on 3 and 3rd and 2. 1 yard gain brings up a 4th down. Detroit Lions are now going to punt this football from their side over to the New Orleans Saints. So here's a punt from the 34. Punter lined up at the 20. There's the snap. Here's the kick. Big boot. A high hanging kick. This one, oh my goodness, all the way back inside his own 10. Can't get up past the 10. So from the 11-yard line, the New Orleans Saints are going to start this drive with less than 7.5 minutes left to go. So we're past the midway point of this second quarter. And Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints would love, love, love to get another score before they go into the locker room for the halftime, especially considering the fact that the Detroit Lions started the game with possession, which means that the New Orleans Saints will get the football back to start the second half. If they can score and manage the 7 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in this first half, the 7 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock right now, if they can do a good job of managing this time and milking the clock and getting some first downs, they could at least get to make it a one possession game. 3 points won't make it a one possession game. It will get them a little bit closer, but they really need to overcome their red zone woes. First down and 10. Single back formation, Alvin Kamara. Sorry, that's actually Jamal Williams. A handoff to Jamal Williams goes forward for about 3 yards, and now we've got a second down. Second down coming up for the New Orleans Saints. 7 minutes left to go in this first half. Play clock already down to 30 seconds, and it's happening quickly. So off the field comes Jamal Williams, and onto the field we get Alvin Kamara. Second down and 8, Alvin Kamara to the right of Derek Carr, shotgun formation. To the right of Derek Carr, shotgun formation. We got trips right. Taysom Hill, one of the options. Derek Carr looks left, though. Throw made. Chris Olave makes the catch. Catch made by Chris Olave on the left-hand side. Not good enough for a first down, but it will give them some additional yardage to make it a third down and short. There's a big shot once again. Another huge touchdown play for Tyreek freaking Hill. Wow, Tyreek Hill, a 78. He's got 2 plays. Tyreek Hill has 2 plays that have gone for over 150 yards combined and 2 touchdowns. What an absolute beast, man. Tyreek Hill, he's going to be the first pick overall next year. There's the snap. Direct hand. That's a snap actually to Derek Carr. Derek Carr has to scramble to his left, shovel pass to Alvin Kamara. Oh, man, and it looks like that's a broken leg. Oh, no. Oh, no. One of the chain gang, the official of the chain gang, clearly broke his leg right there. Alvin Kamara fell into him on that tackle, and that's going to be a problem. Officials timeout big time. Holy snap, I've never seen that. I've played the chain gang a lot this season, ladies and gentlemen, and here comes the chain gang, and he knows better. He should have backed up. The cart is going to come in, and there's an official's timeout being taken right here. A fourth down after that one from Alvin Kamara, the run out on the left-hand side. Oh, no. That's a nasty break. His leg is like just, oh, gross. And they're not showing the replay. Someone online will have that replay, but this official is going to have to be carted off. So we've got an injured chain gang member, and that's what they say. The guy probably just wanted to be on TV, and he didn't want to get out of the way. His first big chance in the NFL, he broke his damn leg because he was being stupid. There's a reason, ladies and gentlemen, that those chains have that little flat part that goes out and marks it. It's so that you can drop the chains and get the hell out of the way when the players are coming your way. And he tried to stand there, and Alvin Kamara, solid mass coming at you at 15 miles an hour at your kneecap. The dude got kneecapped. Like, he literally, I can't even describe the shape of his leg. It was curved like that. Like, swoop. Like, gross. Okay, so we are at a commercial break right now. They're going to have to find another official for this game. One of the officials on the chain gang going down. Busted up leg. I hope he's got good insurance. Man, that's so sad to see. That is rough to see when any player gets injured, but also the officials. I don't care if you don't like the officiating. You never want to see that. That's a rough one, ladies and gentlemen. A tough, tough break. So we're in a commercial break after the leg break. Smiley, One Pride. What's going on, Smiley? Let's see you out there. Bud Gibson, I've been a Detroit Lions fan since 1980 when Billy Simmons was a player out there. Yo, okay. Okay. Now, That being said, bud, I appreciate you checking out this channel, my friend. I actually wasn't even alive in 1980. I was born in 1991. I'm 32 years old. Feels like I'm much older than that, I swear. I'm up here doing these live streams. My back hurts. My legs hurt. But I can't talk about being in pain right now, especially after seeing that official break his leg the way that he did. That was ugly and should have been yikes. Reese, what's going on, Reese? Let's go Lions. See, dude, it's you guys, man, that make this channel possible. I love when you guys check in and leave a comment in the chat. It hypes me up. It gets me so excited. So let's see what they have to say about this official who went down. This guy went down hard. I don't know if they're going to talk about it or not. The game's not about the officials, but players are kneeling right now. Saying it looks like a serious injury. It is a serious injury. I saw it myself. There's no way he's leaving the stadium. He's going straight to the hospital. We got a 4th down and 2. A gruesome leg injury to the official on the chain gang right there. We're still at a commercial break, guys, so there's a bit of a pause right here. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do with this guy. He's going to have to be carted off. Let's see. They're saying, nope, nothing about the officials. They're talking about Frank Ragnow. Frank Ragnow carted. He wasn't carted off. Frank Ragnow was actually, oh, I guess he got carted off when he got to the sideline. So the center for the Detroit Lions got carted off once he got to the sideline. And, yeah, okay, so bit of a commercial break. I apologize for the break right here, ladies and gentlemen. We're waiting to get back to football. Injuries happen not just to players but to the officials out there right now. He will be carted off. He is going to end up going to the hospital. That's a gruesome injury. It was a pretty gruesome injury when I saw it live just here. Didn't actually see the injury happen, but I got to see the leg crooked like that, and legs don't bend that way. So when we get back from whatever is happening right here, we're looking at a 4th down and 2. The New Orleans Saints are on their own 18-yard line. It's only 2 yards that they need. Are they going to punt this football? They should, because they're on their own 18-yard line, and if they don't get this first down, then they're basically screwed. Alvin Kamara, not only did he not pick up the first down, he also took out a referee and stopped the clock on this game. We don't know when we'll be back. So Joe Davis and Daryl Johnston, the 2 announcers for this game, looks like a potentially serious injury. I agree. It's definitely going to be a problem. Don't know how much longer it's going to be, ladies and gentlemen. So for now, we can talk about what's going on across the NFL. Across the NFL, not much has changed. The New York Jets got 3 more points on the board. That huge touchdown play from the Miami Dolphins, another Tyreek Hill catch out there. Back-to-back games with 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. I guess that's not back-to-back for Tyreek Hill, but still. Anyways, Lions, Detroit Lions 8-3, New Orleans Saints 5-6. We're still at a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. No action on the field. The game must go on. That is Alvin Kamara's fault 100%. Ran right into the lineman. Sorry, ran right into the chain gang official. Snapped his leg. And I think he was an older gentleman too. So the referees are talking about it. They're going up to the coaches to have the conversation. Having the conversation, trying to say, hey, there might be another official on staff for exactly this. Hey, NFL, if you're watching and you guys need someone to work the chain crew, I'd be very much happy to do that for you guys. So, and I won't break my legs, and that way you don't got to pay for me. So, I'd be much more happy in a commentator position, but we're not there right now. So, if you guys want to help keep the conversation going, you know how to do it. Reese, Larry, guys, the official did not have a leg to stand on. Ouch. Seen it live. It was great, says Arturo. The broken leg looks awesome. You're brutal, dude. That is so messed up. Omarion Underwood saying, let's go New Orleans. So we do have a New Orleans Saints fan up in here. Robert, hello. Thank you so much for checking in, my friend. Who hit the ref, says Reese. The ref was taken out by Alvin Kamara on that third down play. He ran out to the left-hand side. And, yeah, definitely took out the official right there. I'll see if I can't find that here at halftime or before this one and the next one. Officials, get it together. Do not get hit by the players. Not much you can do. The punt team is out this time, ladies and gentlemen. Reese, Arturo, or Marion, Larry, thanks for checking in, guys. Appreciate y'all being here. Here we go. 4th down and 2. And the offense is going to stay out there. So it looks like the offense is actually going to stay out there. No, they're not. They're probably going to punt this one. They should punt this one. Alvin swept him off his feet. Ouch. Oh, no. Those dad jokes are bad jokes, Larry. Those are rough. Here we go. The punt team is out for the New Orleans Saints. Here we go. There's the kick. The kick is up. This one is going to go, looks like, all the way to about the 40-yard line. Signaled a fair catch. Khalif Raymond making the fair catch. There's a flag on the play. Let's see who this one is on. So already we got more flags. Classic. Let's see. Holding, receiving team. So that'll back them up. So instead of being on the 39-yard line, they'll back up to about the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 29. Coming up right here for the Detroit Lions. So the Detroit Lions have 5.5 minutes left to go in the first half, ladies and gentlemen. We have 5.5 minutes left to go in the first half of this game. Detroit Lions lead by 14. Detroit Lions lead this game by 14. The score is 21-7. After that long break right there. From the official's injury, we're back to the action. So, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, single back formation. Actually, that's an interesting play. That's a direct snap. There was no quarterback in that spot. That was a direct snap to David Montgomery, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 2nd down. He'll actually lose a yard there. So 2nd down and 11 coming up. Okay, they're talking about Ragnow. He's out. That's fine. I'm more interested to see what happened to that official, but we're not going to talk about that official right now. We are going to talk about this game. So we're back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. A 2nd down coming up right here. 2nd down and 11. Empty backfield, so an empty tray for Jared Goff. 2 wide receivers, 3 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. 2nd down and 11 from the 29-yard line. Play clock down to 3. Goff waiting for the snap. Looks like a false start on the offense if I had to call it. Yep. False start on the offense. That will push the Detroit Lions back. So we've got a 2nd down and 16 coming up. 2nd down and 16 coming up for the Detroit Lions. Let's cut over to the cross page, and I'll get you guys exactly what you're looking for, which is this right here. Get you your drive charts back. Scroll down so you can see how everyone is doing. And we got a 2nd down and 16. 2nd down and 16, shotgun formation, play clock down to 11. 2 wide receivers left, 2 wide receivers right. There's the snap. Jared Goff has time in the pocket, throws quickly. Sam Laporta makes the catch. Laporta fighting forward, and on 2nd down and 16, Sam Laporta picks up 11. That'll bring up a 3rd down. So 3rd down coming up here for the Detroit Lions. 3rd down and 5 up to the 35. Jared Goff today completing 6 of 10 for 78 yards and 2 touchdowns. The catch right there made by Sam Laporta. And Sam Laporta today, 4 targets, 4 receptions for 54 yards. He leads the team right now in receptions and yardage. Shotgun formation, 3rd down and 5. Motion in the backfield. There's the snap. Jared Goff in trouble, was looking at Amon-Ra St. Brown, changed his mind, throws out to the right-hand side, and guess who? Sam Laporta once again with the big catch and a big 1st down for the Detroit Lions. 1st down, Detroit. The Detroit Lions, look at that throw. That was a wobbly throw, honestly, from Jared Goff. But that takes the Detroit Lions up to the 49-yard line. That is the 5th catch now for Sam Laporta. That is 5 of 5 for 68 yards and a touchdown. Shotgun formation, and he's calling an audible. So we go to a single back formation. Play clock down to 6. 3:06 remaining in this first half. Jared Goff under center, takes the snap, hands that to Jahmyr Gibbs. Gibbs goes to the right-hand side, gets wrapped up immediately, met immediately by the Saints defense. So the Saints get a stop right there. 2nd down coming up right now. 2nd down and 10 coming up for New Orleans. Wow. Okay. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you guys, I'm breaking down. My body is breaking down. Don't know how long I can do these standing up. I might have to get myself the right bar stool so that I can do these commentaries. We got motion in the backfield from Sam Laporta as he comes in to throw up some extra defense right there. Shotgun formation, 2nd down and 9. David Montgomery finds a space but only picks up about 3, so we get a 3rd down. 3rd down coming up here for the Detroit Lions. A 3rd down and 7 from the New Orleans 48-yard line. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are checking out this channel just now for the first time, my name is Mario Manuel. We're about to get to the 2-minute warning, and that will take us, that last play right there will take us to the 2-minute warning. So we go to a quick commercial break. So we're at the 2-minute warning. We go to a quick commercial break. Thank you to whoever's just subscribed to this channel. We're getting this number up slowly but surely. The goal is to get to 2275 by the end of this live stream. And if you're hanging out with me and you like what you see, give me that thumbs up. I know some people have commitment issues. You don't have to commit just yet. But if you could help me out by at least giving me a thumbs up on this live stream, it would help a lot. I have no idea how many likes we've got at the moment on this feed, but if we can get this one up to at least 100 likes, I don't know if that, I literally don't know if that's over asking or under asking. I have no idea where we're at right now. But if we can get this up to at least 100 likes right now, that will help out tremendously, especially for the next stream that is coming up. So, hey, someone else just subscribed. So now we're at 2260. Thank you to whoever you are. If you want some recognition for subscribing, you can leave your name in the chat, and I'll be happy to bring that up. So, Chandler Green, wait, what happened? When? Back to football, yes. Chandler, what's your question, my friend? How can I help you? How can I help you, Chandler? We're back to the action right now. No, we're not. We're back to a commercial break. I hope I could fill in what happened there, Chandler. I don't know if I was able to get that to you. That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang, Larry Geis. Checking in with that one. Reese saying, go Lions. Ray saying go Lions, or Isaiah, thank you so much. We are at a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the 2-minute warning. So right now, currently, this channel is at the, this game is at the 2-minute warning. What was the injury? Okay, so Chandler wants to know what the injury was. There was a gruesome leg injury on one of the officials. So the chain gang, so you've got 2 chain gangs, people. Look, Saeed says, why did the game get delayed? Okay, so I'll answer that question right here. So, a 3rd down play was happening right there for the New Orleans Saints. Alvin Kamara got the football. He had a shovel pass thrown out to him from Derek Carr. He made the catch, goes out of bounds, got pushed out of bounds. But on the sidelines, you've got your officials who hold the chains, who hold the posts, right? That's first down indicators. So you've got, you know, the official chains when they measure out those 10 yards. One official on this side, one official 10 yards down. Dude was holding this one, and he ends up getting laid out by Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara went down on his leg and snapped his leg in half. And when you saw it on camera, the way I saw it right there, you could literally see his leg just completely limp. Here we go, 3rd down and 7. Jared Goff throws a pitch, and a beautiful dart thrown directly to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Good for a 1st down on 3rd and 7. 1st and 10 coming up right here from the New Orleans Saints 24-yard line. Great throw from Jared Goff into triple coverage right there. And Amon-Ra St. Brown, good strong hands to make that catch. So I hope that answers the question for you guys. It wasn't a player who got injured on the field. We had about a 5-minute delay because one of the officials on the chain crew that marks the 10-yard indicators had his leg broken because Alvin Kamara ran into him on that one. Not on purpose. It just happened. 1st and 10, a little misdirection. Khalif Raymond takes the catch right there. The handoff, excuse me, and it looks like he's going to gain about 9. That should bring up a 2nd down in inches. So a little misdirection. An end-around play right there. Khalif Raymond gets up to about the 15-yard line. They need to get to the 14 to move the chains. 2nd down and 1 coming up right here for the Detroit Lions. So the Detroit Lions now inside the red zone from the 15-yard line. Bud Gibson checking in. For all the games I watched, I never seen an official get hurt, but I did see Joe Theismann and his leg broken, yep, by Lawrence Taylor on Monday Night Football back in 1985. That might have been a 1st down. You might challenge that one. That could have been a 1st down. Not going to be called. Timeout being taken right there. First timeout being taken by the New Orleans Saints. I think they want the football back before the end of the first half. What's going on, Christina? Thank you. Always. Girl, appreciate you being here. I love you. Thanks. Okay, so Nerf review saying, let's go Saints. The Saints need to get a stop right here. Larry Geis saying Saints need a leg up on the competition. Larry, you're killing me with those, dude. You're killing me, man. 2nd down and 1 coming up right here, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd down and 1. Play clock down to 10. We got motion in the backfield. Detroit Lions with the football at the 15. There's a snap and a handoff. David Montgomery, the bowling ball gets through, and he does pick up the first down. We got a first down for the Detroit Lions. No flag on the play. Big pile getting broken up right now. Everybody taking their time getting up. And we've got David Montgomery, who's awkwardly getting up, but he does get up. He looked like he was broken. Not like the official who was broken. That official got absolutely laid out. That was totally something else. And Fallon checking in saying, go Lions. Love it. Love it, Lynn. Appreciate it. 1st down and 10. The Saints called a timeout. Saints called a timeout. 2nd timeout taken by the New Orleans Saints, so they only have 1 left. 1 minute and 1 second left to go in the first half of this game, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. I'll pull up the drive chart for you guys. You can check this out. I formation this time. Jared Goff under center. Lead running back in front of him, and Jahmyr Gibbs doesn't really get a whole lot of space on that first down carry. He gains maybe 3, maybe 4 yards right there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down. So we've now got a 2nd down. 2nd down and 7. Got a 2nd down and 7. Let's refresh this page. And for whatever reason, CBS hasn't updated. So 2nd down and 7, game clock down to 33 seconds, play clock down to 15 seconds. Here we go. So 2nd down and 7 from about the 8-yard line. They need to get to the 1. Shotgun formation, Jared Goff takes the snap. He looks right, surveying the field, has to wheel out, winds up, throws to the left-hand side, and that is intended for Amon-Ra St. Brown, but it is tipped out of bounds by the defense. Great job by the defense right there, Matthew. There to make the stop. That's a pass interference. How is that not called on pass interference right there? I guess both players were pushing and shoving. That could have even been offensive pass interference. Both guys were all wrapped up right there on the left-hand side. We got a 3rd down. 3rd down from the 8-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd down from the 8-yard line. Jared Goff in the shotgun formation. Jahmyr Gibbs to his right. There's the snap. Jared Goff runs out of time quickly. They broke through. Jared Goff winds up and throws, and no! Incomplete pass. 4th and 7 coming up right here. Incomplete pass. 10 seconds left to go in this first half. Who was that intended for? There were 2 Lions players right kind of lined up right there. And honestly, I don't know who that one was for. Was that for Amon-Ra St. Brown? Just past his hands. Donovan Peoples-Jones was also in the end zone right behind him. Maybe, I think that was for ASB, but it didn't go. So, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Here is a kick from the right hash for 3 points to put those on the board. And that 26-yard field goal by Riley Patterson goes straight down the middle. And the score is now 24-7. The score is now 24-7. The New Orleans Saints now facing a 17-point deficit. It's a 3-possession game once again from that field goal. A 3-possession game once again from that field goal. Problems for the Saints, and they're not going to get it back. They're not going to score on this one, so let's see what happens moving forward. Back to the commercial break. Right now, the Saints trail by 17. Detroit Lions just put 3 more points on the board. 17-point lead means a 3-possession game. And there's a big difference between 17-point lead and a 16-point lead. May not sound like a lot, but it is a huge difference in the game of football. It's mostly about the possessions and how many possessions you can, once a 1-possession game, like the difference between an 8-point game and a 9-point game, it's astronomical, especially depending on like how much time is left on the clock. That being said, New Orleans Saints will get the football back with less than 8 seconds left to go in this first half. I don't see them coming back from this one, but you never know. Miracles do happen in the NFL. Here's the kick. This one goes up. High-hanging kick. This one will go to the back of the end zone. Don't want to take any time off the clock. So with 8 seconds remaining, Derek Carr and company come out. Let's see if they're going to kneel this one, if they're actually going to call a play. Yeah, I see them taking a knee. I saw Derek Carr tell the official he went like this. He slapped his knee, so I'm guessing that they're going to kneel this one down and go to the locker room. And they are in victory formation, so quarterback kneel, easy. And that takes us to halftime, ladies and gentlemen. We are at halftime. My name is Mario Manuel. I am your host for today's game. We've got another game lined up after this one, the San Francisco 49ers versus the Philadelphia Pigeons. The Philadelphia Eagles, excuse me. And, yeah, as a Cowboys fan, you know who I want to see lose. I don't necessarily want to see either team win, but there's one team in particular that I want to see lose. Is that even fair to say? I want both of these teams to lose, honestly. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to get you guys the best commentary that there is, and I'm going to make sure that you guys get every snap, every play, and every down. Dímelo, Mario. ¿Qué onda, papá? Good to see you, Elliot. Thanks for checking in, my friend. I always appreciate when you guys check in the chat. You know how it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at halftime. So since we are at halftime, let's break down every game that is happening right now in the NFL. Man, look at that 78-yard touchdown reception for Tyreek Hill. He's got a pair of those, believe it or not. He's got a pair of those huge touchdowns. Here's another one from the 40-yard line, so that's a 60-yard touchdown reception. His second touchdown of the day. So on just those 2 plays alone, Tyreek Hill just blowing it out of the water. Elliot is at work listening right now. Dude, that's exactly what this channel is for, my friend. So Falcons at Jets. The Jets started with a safety, and there's a throw. Michael Pruitt downfield. Not who you would expect. And they're showing all the halftime reports right now just because they are at halftime. So this is the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. That's a handoff right there. Is that Dameon Pierce? Tank Dell gets carted off the field. No. Tank Dell injured and removed from the field on this game, so that's something to keep an eye out for. Kyler Murray throwing a football to Trey McBride, picking up a touchdown right there. The score is 10-3 at the half right now. Arizona Cardinals have the lead over the Steelers. And Tennessee Titans, here's Derrick Henry from the 22-yard line, picks up a big 22-yard touchdown run to the left pylon right there. Derrick Henry helping the Tennessee Titans get a 17-13 lead. And in the other game with the Chargers and the Patriots, the score is 6-0. All of this being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get you guys what you want to see. So take a look at the right-hand side right here. We're going to do this one just for funsies. And we're going to look at all of these games. Here we go. So this one is split up pretty well right here. You can see on the right-hand side, and I'll try to get all of this to line up with what I'm reading here. So in this game, with the Arizona Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers, Kyler Murray has completed 9 of 16 passes. Kyler Murray has completed 9 of 16 passes for 95 yards and a touchdown. Looks like Carter has 23 yards. James Conner only 17 on 10 carries. Not exactly ideal. Trey McBride does have 6 receptions on 7 targets, 67 yards. Marquise Brown has been targeted twice, but no catches for him, so nothing happening for Marquise Brown. Check out your fantasy lineups. On the other side of the football there, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kenny Pickett is 7 of 10, so 70 yards for him. No touchdowns in this one. Najee Harris has 11 carries for 48 yards. Jaylen Warren has 5 carries for 41 yards. And I'm telling you guys, I think that Jaylen Warren is a much better running back than Najee Harris. I've just been seeing it all season long. I think it's time to cut ties with Najee Harris and move on to Jaylen Warren. And then, of course, George Pickens, 4 targets, 3 receptions, good for 61 yards for George Pickens. Pat Freiermuth, 2 targets, 1 reception. Deontay Johnson, 2 targets, 2 receptions, only good for 5 yards. And Jalen Warren going backwards on his 1 reception, losing 4. This game is sitting at 10-3 at halftime. Arizona Cardinals have a 7-point lead, even though they are trailing the Steelers by 5 wins. Let's see if the Steelers can find a way to come back out on top on this one. So let's move on. Let's go to the next game. Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets. So in the first quarter, nobody scored. The Jets got 2 points based off of a safety right there. Congratulations to the Jets for getting a safety. Definitely helps them a little bit, but the score right now is 10-5. New York Jets have 5, and they just got into halftime for this game. Total yards of offense right now for the New York Jets, 136. Total yards of offense for the Atlanta Falcons, 107. Let's take a look at the Atlanta Falcons. Desmond Ridder in action right here, right now. Desmond Ridder, good for half, 50% right now. 8 of 16 passes completed, good for 81 yards and a touchdown. Tyler Algier, the lead rusher right now. 3 rushes, good for 13 yards. Bijan Robinson, only 6 yards on his 8 carries. Kyle Pitts, the top receiver right now for this Atlanta Falcons offense, and that's the way it should have been for a long time. Kyle Pitts should absolutely have been used way more than he has been. 5 targets, only 2 receptions, good for 29 yards though. Pruitt, good for a touchdown right there, 20 yards. Bijan Robinson does have some catches himself, good for 18 yards, so he's not a total bum in this one. But Bijan Robinson, probably the biggest disappointment for most fantasy managers this season. On the other side of the football, on the other side of the team, or the other side of the field, we got the New York Jets. New York Jets, look at that. Boyle is the starting quarterback right now. They really did Zach Wilson wrong, man. Anyways, Boyle has 87 yards. Dalvin Cook, 30 yards on the ground. Breece Hall, only 21 yards on the ground on 9 carries. Xavier Gibson, Tyler Conklin, Dalvin Cook, Garrett Wilson. Nobody has 50 yards in that game so far. Nobody has more than 2 receptions. Breece Hall does. But those yards, not going very far. You can tell that they're dinking and dunking and not really throwing the football with much enthusiasm. So, anticlimactic game right there. How about this one? Houston Texans and Denver Broncos. Houston Texans and Denver Broncos. Tank Dell is out with an ankle injury, ladies and gentlemen, and he actually got carted off of the field. So if you're a Houston Texans fan and you had Tank Dell in your lineup, that's a tough one. He has no carries, no catches, no receptions at all. He's not even in this column right here. He is out. But who cares about the fantasy scores? The man is injured. Hopefully he has a swift recovery. Houston Texans still looking good, though, even without Tank Dell out there. C.J. Stroud completing 8 of 16 passes, good for 182 yards. Good for 182 yards. Dameon Pierce got himself a touchdown. Welcome back, Dameon Pierce. 7 rushing attempts, good for 35 yards. Behind him, Devin Singletary, 6 rushing attempts, good for 33 yards. Guys looking good. Nico Collins, man. I've been saying that Nico Collins is going to be such a good wide receiver this year, and he sure as hell is. Right now, he's got 6 targets, 4 receptions, good for 122 yards. Definitely the top dog out there in Houston. Definitely the top dog out there in Houston. Now, on the other side, we've got the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos, both of these teams, by the way, coming into this game 6-5. So both of these teams looking to get a W right here. Looking like the Houston Texans are going to walk away with it, but there's still too much time to tell. 10-point game. It is a 2-possession game, but 2 quarters left to go. Anything can happen. Russell Wilson, 50% from the field, completing 5 of 10 passing attempts, good for 44 yards. Looks like Javonte Williams, 7 attempts, 32 yards. Russell Wilson actually has some good yardage on the ground as well, finally getting his mobility back. Marvin Mims Jr. with a carry. McLaughlin with a couple carries. Not a whole lot happening for the Broncos offense. Williams is the top rusher and the top receiver right now. No Jerry Jeudy, no Courtland Sutton. Courtland Sutton's been targeted 3 times, but it looks like the Houston Texans defense, DeMeco Ryans' defense. How about DeMeco Ryans being the head coach for the Houston Texans? How cool is that? How much better have the Houston Texans gotten because of that? Great pickup right there by the Houston Texans. Great job by that front office to give DeMeco Ryans a chance to do his thing. So we all know what's happening right now with the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints game. We'll get back to that in a few moments. We are still at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. This game right here is also at halftime. The Indianapolis Colts versus the Tennessee Titans. Colts have a 6-5 record. Tennessee Titans have a 4-7 record. The score in this one, Tennessee Titans have a small lead. It's a 4-point game in this one. So a 4-point game in this one. Gardner Minshew for the Indianapolis Colts. Gardner Minshew, 13 of 22, 186 yards and a touchdown on that. Zach Moss, 7 rushing attempts, only 18 yards for Zach Moss. Very uncharacteristic of him. And looks like not a whole lot happening offensively for the Indianapolis Colts. Granson has 2 receptions for 71 yards. Michael Pittman Jr., 8 targets, 5 receptions. So at least he's being targeted a lot. 8 targets in the first half. Yeah, they're definitely looking his way. On the other side of the football, the Tennessee Titans, DeAndre Hopkins, 5 targets, only 2 receptions, good for 45 yards. Okonkwo on the other side over there as well. 3 targets, 1 reception, good for 39-yard reception for Okonkwo. And Derrick Henry has a reception himself for 18 yards. Derrick Henry, though, on the ground, that is really where the numbers are coming from for this Tennessee offense. Derrick Henry on the ground, 17 rushing attempts, good for 89 yards and 2 touchdowns. Will Levis, under 50% passing, completing only 6 of 14 passes for 121 yards. So the Tennessee Titans, very much thanks to Derrick Henry, are in the lead right now. Let's see if the Colts can come back and swing over here. Let's see what happens with that game. Good game right there. That's actually looks like a fun game to be watching right now. LA Chargers, New England Patriots. This game is a snoozeville right here. The score is 6-0. Justin Herbert, under 50%, under 100 yards. Bailey Zappi. They put in Zappi. It's Zappi hour. Oh, man, they put in Bailey Zappi for the New England Patriots. He's the starting quarterback over there, and he's under 50% as well. This is the sloppiest, ugliest game just by looking at the numbers. Between both of these teams, we're barely at 250 yards at the half. After the half, we're already 4 minutes into the third quarter, and this is just abysmal. I don't even want to talk about this one, so we're going to skip this one. Terrible mess of a game. Snoozeville. And then this one, oh, man. We've got the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders. In the first half of this one, the Dolphins put up 31 points. No answer for the Washington Commanders. The Commanders, no answer for the Miami Dolphins. No answer by them for Tyreek Hill. Look at those numbers for Tyreek Hill. 5 targets, 4 receptions, 152 yards, and 2 touchdowns in the first half. In the first half of that game, 5 targets, 4 receptions, 152 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Breaking big. 2 plays in and of itself. 2 of those plays were, one was a 78-yard and one was a 60-yarder. So 138 yards. 138 yards off 2 catches and 2 touchdowns. Insane. Curtis Samuel is the head wide receiver, the leading wide receiver for this Washington Commanders offense right now. Scary Terry kind of silent right there. Nothing going on for that side. Jalen Waddle, 6 targets, 4 receptions, good for 49 yards. Raheem Mostert, kind of quiet as well. A-Shane, kind of quiet as well. Brian Robinson doing his thing, 53 yards on the ground, 7 rushing attempts. Not a whole lot. I don't want to really harp on this one too much, but look at how Tua's performing right now. 20 fantasy points already for Tua in the first half. Shout out to Tua Tagovailoa doing his thing and staying healthy this year. That was my biggest question mark about the Miami Dolphins and what their success was going to be. Of course, just worried that Tua was not going to actually be able to – I was worried that Tua was going to get hurt. What can I say? But, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like that is the end of the halftime show, the end of the halftime report. And we're back to the action here in New Orleans. We are back to the action here in New Orleans. Seahawks with the thumbs down. Fallon throwing a thumbs down for the Seahawks. I've been waiting many years to see the Lions do good, says Fallon. You got it right. I want both teams to lose as well, says Elliott. Ladies and gentlemen, the Detroit Lions kick this one to the back of the end zone. Okay, I thought they were talking about I keep wanting to find out what happened to that official who got taken out of the game. I have no idea what's going on here. Fallon, I appreciate you checking us out. I appreciate you being here. We are back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. And now that we're here, we got some football. 1st and 10. New Orleans Saints have the ball at the 25-yard line. Alvin Kamara, the man in motion. There's the snap. Derek Carr backs up into the pocket, throws, short pass, catch made at the 30, fighting his way to get back up to that 30-yard line. It'll be just short of it, but that's still a gain of about 4, maybe 5. A gain of about 4, maybe 5, and we'll go back to this one. Sorry about that. There we go. There we go. So 2nd down and 5 coming up right here for the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints only put up 7 points in the first half. Can they do better in the second? Single back formation, motion in the backfield. Alvin Kamara, the single running back there. There's a handoff to Kamara. He goes around the left-hand side, and Kamara picks up some space or picks up some yardage before getting picked up and almost falls to the ground. He almost got body slammed right there. But a gain of about 6 is enough for a 1st down, and we got a 1st down for the New Orleans Saints. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for checking back in. Thanks for hanging out with me. We are back from the halftime report. A 1st down has just been reported, or just been converted, I should say, from the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints are up to the 37-yard line now. New Orleans Saints up to the 37. We got a shotgun formation. 1st and 10 from the 37, fakes the handoff. Derek Carr dropping back. Aiden Hutchinson putting on the pressure. A deep shot for Chris Olave, and that is going to be broken up by the defense. A beautiful rainbow thrown into the direction of Chris Olave, who was there. That was all you, my friend. He should have. Oh, that should be a pass interference. I mean, he got his hands up, but he hit Chris Olave's catching hand. That should have been called. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't like that one. Doesn't matter. That'll bring up a 2nd down. So 2nd down coming up for the New Orleans Saints. 2nd down and 10 from the 37. Derek Carr takes the snap. Winds up, throws a short play underneath. Alvin Kamara makes the catch, and Alvin Kamara picks up the 1st down. 1st down for the New Orleans Saints. Clock will continue to tick. The catch was made in the middle of the field. You can see this all happening underneath on the drive chart, ladies and gentlemen. So the score right now is 24-7, and the Saints need to get some points back quickly. The Saints need to get some points back quickly here. Here we go. So we're waiting to see what's going to happen here. We're still waiting in between plays. So a 1st down and 10. We got a 1st down and 10, and we're lining up. So from the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield, here come the New Orleans Saints. There's the snap out of the shotgun and a handoff to Alvin Kamara, who fights his way forward to get back to the line of scrimmage. Wrapped up right there. Wrapped up right there by the defense. Stop made. Good job on the defensive side of the football for the Detroit Lions. And we've got a 2nd down. New Orleans Saints, 2nd down and 10. New Orleans Saints are on the 49-yard line, still shy of midfield. So New Orleans Saints are still shy of midfield, just shy of the 50-yard line. Shotgun formation, takes the snap. Derek Carr in the pocket, throws underneath. Taysom Hill makes the catch up to the 40, up to the 35, and down just before the 30. A big gain right there from Taysom Hill, and a 1st down for the New Orleans Saints will move the chains. So the New Orleans Saints are now well across midfield. New Orleans Saints are in Detroit territory at the 33-yard line. Taysom Hill looks really good, man. I like Taysom Hill a lot. Talk about the Swiss Army knife of football. Taysom Hill can play tight end, play wide receiver, play running back, play quarterback, and right now Taysom Hill is at quarterback in the shotgun formation. There's the snap, fakes the handoff. Taysom Hill goes back forward, gains a yard, maybe 2, and that'll bring up a 2nd down. Not much right there. Taysom Hill started off pretty strong on those first carries, those first couple carries, but defenses pretty much know that every time Taysom Hill is the quarterback, it's not going to end up being a throw. He's going to run the football. Taysom Hill is still out there. 2nd down and 9 coming up for the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints at the 32-yard line of the Detroit Lions. This time, Taysom Hill is lined up as a wide receiver. There's the snap. He's on the flat. Derek Carr pump fakes to him, throws to him a little late, and Taysom Hill fighting to pick up the yardage. 2nd down and 9. Taysom Hill had his ankle yanked pretty hard. He gets up, looks like he's okay. So on that 2nd down play, throw it to the flat, Taysom Hill will actually lose 2 yards. Derek Carr threw that one out to the right-hand side. Pump fakes. He should have thrown it the first time. Too late now. If he would have just trusted his gut and not second-guessed himself, he would have actually picked up some pretty good yardage right there. Taysom Hill would have had a much better chance. 3rd down and 12. 3rd down and 12 coming up for New Orleans, ladies and gentlemen. From the 35-yard line, Derek Carr winds up, throws a deep shot right there, wide open. Chris Olave, does he make the catch? He does! A big 1st down at the 2-yard line. Chris Olave with the big catch right there. 1st down for the New Orleans Saints. That will go down as about like a 33-yard reception down at the 2-yard line. Kaminsky and Jacobs are going to be credited for the stop right there. It really was just Jacobs. Doesn't matter. Chris Olave, good strong hands to keep the football from rolling around. 1st down and goal from the 2-yard line, and Alvin Kamara is the single back right there. There's the snap, a handoff to Kamara, and Kamara will punch this one in, and we've got a 10-point game now coming up right here, ladies and gentlemen. The New Orleans Saints in for the touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 2-yard touchdown run on the left-hand side. Touchdown, New Orleans. So the score now, waiting for the extra point. Can't say that it's a 10-point game technically. Well, now I can. The score has changed. The score is now 14-24. The score updated before I actually got to see the kick happen. So I still haven't seen the kick happen. Looks like there's a bit of a delay between my system and the actual score line. But here's the kick coming up right now. There's the snap. There's the hold. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is a little bit to the right, but it's still pretty good. And the score is now 24-14. New Orleans finding a way to stay relevant in this one. Chris Olave with a huge catch right there. They desperately needed that play from Chris Olave. And we go to a commercial break. So a touchdown for the New Orleans Saints puts them in a spot to fight back. They're still gasping for air. It is still a 2-possession game, but this can change quickly. So to start the half, the second half of this game, the New Orleans Saints come out. They take 5 minutes off the clock. A 10-play drive, good for 75 yards, goes all the way for 6 points on the other end, and the extra point to cap it off makes it 7. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Football Nation. My name is Mario Manuel. If this is your first time checking out this channel, please be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. I cannot do this without you guys. I know I keep saying it, but if this is your first time checking us out, right now, the goal for this live stream is to get to 2275, and you guys can help me get there. Trying to get to 2275, my dream, my goal is to one day be able to do this full-time for you guys, but I cannot do it without support from viewers like you. So all you got to do is hit that thumbs up button, ladies and gentlemen. Leave a comment for me. Introduce yourself. Let me find out who you guys are. Let me learn a little bit about you guys, and you guys can learn a little bit about me. What I do for my day job, it's definitely not this. Larea Hunter, what is going on? Larea Hunter checking in. What is going on? All right, Larea's got some words here. Saints come back. Saints come back. Let's go. Saints not going to beat the Lions, says Curly. Larea standing up to that, saying, let's go with the comeback. I love the energy, Larea. That's exactly what I want to see. Let's go. And Elliot, thank you so much, dude. That means a lot to me. Elliot says, I'd rather hear you call the games, Mario, than actually watch it. Hey, man, some games, sometimes. What's going on, Curly? Cheers to you, my friend. You know what? I have a belt of whiskey that I poured early this morning, and I've been sitting on this, haven't taken a sip out of this glass. I think I'm just going to wait until the next game. No need to drink it right now. We've got a whole nother game coming up. I'm going to set that down. Let's keep it with coffee and water for now. So, after the touchdown by the New Orleans Saints, we have been in a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We've been in a commercial break. And in case you're wondering what is scrolling by down here, these are actually the fantasy leaders throughout the first 12 weeks. These are actually the fantasy leaders throughout the first 12 weeks. These are the wide receivers. So that last one was the top 8 running backs. These are the top 9 wide receivers across the NFL. Tyreek Hill definitely still up there after today's performance. And here we go. We got the kick back to the Detroit Lions, and this one will be fielded up to the 20, up to the 25, down past the 25-yard line, and that's going to be a win right here. It's time for that coquito, he says. How are you doing, Tucker? I'm doing better now that you're here, my friend. Thanks for checking in, dude. How am I doing? We're doing good, especially with the Dallas Cowboys getting some wins here, stacking up some wins. Physically, I'm feeling old, Tucker. I definitely am. It's starting to creep up on me. But thanks for asking, my friend. And to whoever just subscribed to this channel, thank you so much for being here. 1st and 10. Detroit Lions have the football up to the 27-yard line. Single back formation. There's the snap and a shovel pass out to the left-hand side. David Montgomery going to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage, and a no gain on that one. So no gain there. Detroit Lions now have a 2nd down. Detroit Lions facing a 2nd down and 10 coming up from the 27-yard line. That being said, Tucker, how are you doing, my friend? What do you got going on in your life right now these days? Anything exciting happening out there? Curly checking in saying hi, Tucker. Everybody out there help welcome Tucker. Here we go. Shotgun formation, 2nd down and 10. We got motion in the backfield from Amon-Ra St. Brown and a handoff to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to spin. A late flag coming in, the whistle blowing the play dead. Is this going to be a false start on the offense? Possibly. Prior to the snap, false start, 2nd down and 10 coming up right here. Repeat 2nd down. We got a 2nd down and 15 coming up. That's totally fine. Sam Laporta was called for the false start right there. Anyways, Jared Goff in this game so far, 9 of 15, 127 yards, good for 2 touchdowns, and here he is facing a 2nd down and 15. The Detroit Lions lead 24-14. Detroit Lions are up to their own 22-yard line. Jared Goff waiting for the snap out of the shotgun. He takes it. He looks right. He's in trouble. Feels the pressure. Has to get rid of it. And no, incomplete pass. Going to bring up a 3rd down. So here comes a 3rd down. And all of a sudden, the Saints, you can see the energy starting to bubble up from all of the Saints off. Like, the Saints fans are starting to show up right now. And the defense is saying, let's get loud. The Superdome, Caesars Superdome, starting to get loud. They're starting to make some noise. So if you're a Saints fan and you're out there, let's make some noise in this chat. Let's go. 3rd down and 15. Detroit Lions got 3rd and long, very long. Play clock down to 4, shotgun formation. Jared Goff takes the snap, looks right, throws right. Sam Laporta makes the catch, and he is swarmed by a ton of Saints defenders. Big stop right there. That brings up a 4th down and 7. Big stop for the New Orleans Saints. 4th down coming up for the Detroit Lions. And the Detroit Lions have run out of gas. I don't know what is happening to that Detroit Lions offense. Jared Goff is completing passes. Jared Goff is making things work. But he's not moving the sticks right now. Super Bowl predictions, anyone, says Curly. Super Bowl predictions, Eagles versus Ravens. That would be cool. Dolphins, Cowboys. I love your style, Tucker. There's the kick. This one goes up. This one is a big kick right here. It will be returned from the 23 up to the 25. Tries to throw a juke up to the 30. The 35 shy of the 40 goes down. But a good return right there by the Saints. And there's a lot of people shoving and pushing each other around. The Saints are still in it, ladies and gentlemen. Saints time, says Larea. Saints time. Let's go. Tucker, good prediction. I agree, my friend. Hey, I will say this, and I'm going to show this one once again. Nerf reviews, Saints, Chiefs. Okay. Good to meet you, Tucker, says Curly. I think Tucker's been in the Cowboys streams before. I might be wrong, but I think I've seen Tucker's name pop up once or twice. So welcome back if you haven't. If you're not new, then, or if you are new, then welcome in. Thanks for joining the chat. Time. Let's go. It's Chris Olave time. So here's what I think, and I know this is crazy because history changes all the time, but I do not think that I just don't see the Eagles getting back. I don't see Jalen Hurts going back, and this is why. So bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Just watch this one. I've shown you guys, those of you who have followed this channel a lot, I've shown you this a few times, but pay attention to what this has to say right here, right now, because this is a true fact coming up right here. Jalen Hurts might be one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL right now, but did you know that the last 17 quarterbacks who lost their Super Bowl debut never went back to the championship game? Basically, if this is your first time going to the Super Bowl, you'd better win because you might not make it back. That's a true fact, guys. So, the last 17 quarterbacks who made it to the Super Bowl and didn't win the first Super Bowl debut, it's not even that they didn't win a Super Bowl after that. They never even made it back to the Super Bowl game. Right now, I mean, you saw the pictures of all the people who were there. Matt Ryan is one of them. Colin Kaepernick is one of them. Joe Burrow is one of them. Who else? Goff actually being one of them. Like, come on. That's a problem. So, yeah, pretty wild. Thank you to whoever just subscribed to this channel. We're so close to that 2275. So close to that 2275. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just checking in right now, we are still in a commercial break. We will be getting back from this commercial break here momentarily. But we are in a commercial break, and when we get back, we've got a 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. The New Orleans Saints have the football after the punt from the Detroit Lions, which is what took us to the commercial break in the first place. And it looks like we are back. So, back to the action. New Orleans Saints have the football. 39-yard line, pretty good field position coming up right here. Hey, man, I got Chris Olave in my fantasy lineups too, Tucker, which is one of the reasons why I don't mind covering this one. Single back formation. Derek Carr takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He feels the pressure coming in quickly, but he steps up, steps forward, and look who it is. Chris Olave making the catch down across midfield into Detroit territory. Big first down picked up right there by Chris Olave. Let's go. Wow, Silver Manic attack. Listening to you sitting on the riverbank fishing with my son. Loving the calls. Great job. Thank you, my friend. Julius, who's the quarterback for the Saints? Derek Carr, my friend. Derek Carr, Julius. Larea, all Olave 2 touchdowns. I would love to see that. Amarian saying Carr. Here we go. Derek Carr takes the snap. First down, he wheels out to the right, tosses quickly underneath, catch is made. Catch goes all the way inside the red zone, and a big catch right there, and a big first down. Foster Moreau with the catch. First down for the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints now have the football in the 15-yard line of the Detroit Lions, and they are cooking, ladies and gentlemen, really quick right there. And yes, it is. Thank you, Tucker. That is true. So I cannot just say that it is Derek Carr. They go back and forth between Taysom Hill and Derek Carr. So Larea saying Alvin Kamara 2 touchdowns. Let's go. Here we go. 1st and 10. There's the snap. There's the handoff to Kamara. Kamara goes forward. Kamara stays on his feet. Wow, that pile was just a big scrum right there. And somehow Alvin Kamara finds his way to wiggle out of that play and pick up good yardage right there. He picks up 9. So now we've got a 2nd down and 1 coming up from the New Orleans Saints. That happened quickly, guys. Let me break this down for y'all. This drive so far, only 3 plays. Already moved 56 yards, only 1 minute and 16 seconds taken off the clock. And right now we're looking at a 2nd down and 1 for the New Orleans Saints on Detroit Lions 6-yard line. So deep inside the red zone, knocking on the door. Taysom Hill taking this snap as the quarterback, fakes the handoff, and this time he gets some blocks. He tries to get that first down. He spins around, does not pick it up, does not gain the yardage necessary. Honestly, a bad idea. Should have just handed that off to Alvin Kamara. Should have just handed that football off to Alvin Kamara. Didn't go that way. That stops the clock, so time to take exactly momentum change. So, okay, change of pace right now. That takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails for the New Orleans Saints. We've got a 3rd down and 1. They really only need to pick up 1 yard. This should be, if I was making this play call, this would be an I formation, and I would have an extra block. And oh my gosh, Taysom Hill goes inside the middle. He does get an extra block up front, and Taysom Hill almost picks up the touchdown, just a yard short. So a big gain from Taysom Hill, an explosive run right up the middle, and Taysom Hill goes down at the 1 yard line. We've got a 1st and goal from the 1, so first down for the New Orleans Saints. First down. 1st and goal. 5 minutes remaining in this third quarter. And if the Saints score here in an I formation that they are, Derek Carr under center, there's the snap and a handoff, and Alvin Kamara can't get in. He stretched out his arm. They're going to call a touchdown right here. This will be reviewed, but as I see, touchdown, Kamara. Let's see if this one's going to stand. Every scoring play is reviewed. Handoff to Alvin Kamara on the left-hand side there. Alvin Kamara goes right up the middle. This should make this a 3-point game if the kick is good. On my TV screen, the score is 24-20. CBS has not updated it above my head just yet, but it looked like Alvin Kamara punched this one in. He got stopped short, but he realized what was going on, and he stretched out his arm. Chandler, what's going on? No way we come back. Dude, it is happening, my friend. Here's the review. Oh, man. That nose of the football does break the plane. Let's see what the officials do. So they're going to review this one, and I think it is worth taking a good look at it. So let's see what happens. They're going to have to take a good look at it. I think Kamara's knees were up off the ground. This touchdown should stand. And if it does, then we've got ourselves a very close game. So they're in the middle of a scoring review, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to a commercial break. My name is Mario Manuel. If you're watching this channel for the first time, thank you for being here. If you have not already done so, please be sure to hit that like button. We are covering this game today because of public demand. So I've started a poll, and I will do this when I don't know which one I'm going to do. So keep an eye out on this channel. I started a poll yesterday to see which game you guys wanted to see covered today on this channel, and overwhelmingly the votes were for the Lions and Saints. The other options would have been for the Texans game against the Broncos or the game with the tonight's game. So tonight's game is going to be the brain fart. I know it's the Green Bay Packers and red Kansas City Chiefs. How did I forget that? Anyways, Hillsdale, Hillside view. Who dat say gonna beat them Saints? Who dat? Let's go. Let's go. What? Yo, how about that? Do I have a quick? I think I had something for the New Orleans Saints. I think I had something for the Saints. I don't know if I put it in here. No, I don't have it in here, but I can put that in. No big deal. I can put that in for the New Orleans Saints. How good have the Saints been, ladies and gentlemen? Talk about it. I like your Super Bowl predictions. Jags versus Cowboys. Larry Guy saying, yup. Hunter, congrats on the comeback. It's happening right now, Larea. It's happening. Larry, you still here? That's what he was saying yup to. You still here? You know I'm here. Let's go. You guys are awesome, man. Look at how close we are. Hey, thank you to whoever just subscribed. Check that out floating on your screen. Unfortunately, it doesn't do that for everybody, and I wish it did. I wish everybody would just get that initial greeting. I still got to figure out how to do that, but no worries. Ladies and gentlemen, after the score here from Alvin Kamara, we're going to see if they're actually going to – thanks for doing this. I don't get games. I only got the Jets game, so thank you so much, says Tucker. You are welcome, my friend. I do this for you guys. I don't think the touchdown is going to stand. I don't think it's going to stand. It looks like the official review is coming here. After review, the runner's knee was down just short of the goal line, so it's going to be a 2nd and inches. So they're going to show this one. Alvin Kamara, I don't see his knees down at all, so I don't know where they're making. There it is. It's really hard to see that. That is a mangled mess of humanity, ladies and gentlemen. And Alvin Kamara, the ball broke the plane, but I don't know. I don't like this call. A review that doesn't look right to me. I hate when that happens, but it is inches. They are inches away from the goal line right now. Derek Carr, not there. It is Taysom Hill this time. And it looks like they got a very big jumbo set right here. Taysom Hill takes the football, and Taysom Hill fighting to pick up the touchdown, and it looks like he gets in. Does the whistle get blown? That should be a touchdown. Touchdown, New Orleans. This time it will stand. Taysom Hill with the touchdown. Let's go. Taysom Hill leading the charge for the New Orleans Saints, ladies and gentlemen. This time it is official. The score is now 24-20, and the extra point will give the Saints a 3-point. It's only 3 points, y'all. How did this happen so quickly? How did this happen so quickly? I have no idea. But wow, the score is now 24-21, and the New Orleans Saints are in it. The New Orleans Saints are still in it. I'm watching the snap right here. There's the snap. The hold is good. The kick is up. The kick. Groupie pushing that one once again a little far out to the right, but it still sticks. So, check this out, guys. This game started. I'm going to duck my head a little bit. You can see it above my head. This game started 21-0. 21-0. And now the score is 24-21. 21 points for the New Orleans Saints to the Detroit Lions, 3 points. That was the end of the first quarter. 21 points scored in the first quarter. 21 points scored in the first quarter, and all of a sudden the Saints are still in this one. Ray, I see you. Oh, Isaiah with the dabs. Let's go. Jets need to help the Saints. Larry Guy says, Saints with the mojo shove. Larea saying, I'm here. I'm good luck. Good to know. If you want to cover more Saints games, you want me to cover more Saints games, I will. Let's see. Curly saying Jets need to win, though. They do against the Falcons. They definitely need this W, especially if they want to see Aaron Rodgers come back. Hello from Sweetwater, Texas. Saints going to take it, says Paul. You know where we're at. This is Football Nation 210. We're here in San Antonio, the Countdown City. Next channel coming out for you guys is going to be Countdown Sports from the big 210. You like it? You love it? Want some more of it? Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to whoever just subscribed. You can see their name popping up right here. A lot of you guys have subscribed. Thank you all so much. You guys are fantastic. We still got some time, so there's the kick that goes back. The Detroit Lions going to field this one and try to get back. They get up to about the 22, maybe the 23-yard line, and that'll bring up a first down for the Detroit Lions. So a first down now coming up for the Detroit Lions. The New Orleans Saints, after scoring their touchdown and getting this to within 3, have given the football back to the Detroit Lions. Larea saying momentum switch, and that might be the understatement of the year. Fallon checking in saying, come on, Lions, get your heads in the game. Let's go. Last season when I was trying to figure it out, every time we got a first down, I would do like the Lions roar, or I would do like the Ravens screech, or like the Eagles scream, or whatever. King Jamil, what's going on, man? Welcome back. Thank you, Wade. Here we go. 1st and 10. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Jared Goff under pressure quickly. He's running around for his life. There's a throw. Sam Laporta going up to try to make the catch. There is laundry on the field. Let's find out. Sam Laporta did not come down with it, so no catch made by Sam Laporta. 1st and 10. Let's find out what the flag is on this one. That was a throw. Jared Goff was in trouble. He had to scramble around to try to just stay alive. He got rid of the football, but this could be a holding on the offense. Yep. Oh, before the pass was thrown, holding on the defense. So the Detroit Lions get a break right there. Holding on the defense, New Orleans Saints going to get penalized for that. I don't like that call right there. That's a weak holding call, man. I think that is a bad one. Anyways, doesn't matter. It got called. 5-yard penalty. Good for a first down. Automatic on the holding. So now we've got a fresh set of downs here for the Detroit Lions, and 5 more yards to go. Or 5 more yards added to their bank right there. So 1st down and 10. Detroit Lions on the 27-yard line. Jared Goff is under center. David Montgomery waiting for the snap. There's the snap, and a quick throw. Jared Goff connects on the left-hand side. This time, it is Wright who makes the catch. So the other tight end making a big catch right there. Another tight end making a catch right there. 10 of 17 for 135 yards and 2 touchdowns. That is Jared Goff today. And now it's 11 of 18 for 143 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jared Goff right there. Lorea saying pick 6. She wants the pick 6. Let's bring up the drive chart for you guys. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Drive chart up. We got a second down coming up right here. Single back formation. Second down and 2 up at the 35-yard line. There's a snap and a handoff, and that looks like it's going to go up to the 38. That's good for a first down, and we got a first down for the Detroit Lions. So the Detroit Lions now moving the football. They're up to their own 38-yard line, still shy of midfield. So the Detroit Lions now have a first down after that second down conversion. First and 10. Detroit Lions have a 3-point lead. David Montgomery in the backfield right now. He's got 13 carries for 50 yards and a touchdown. Motion in the backfield this time from Jahmyr Gibbs. There's a handoff, fakes the handoff. Jared Goff in the pocket, winds up, throws. Catch wide open. Wide open is Sam Laporta, who stays on his feet inside the 20, inside the 15, and Sam Laporta goes down at about the 10-yard line. Let's find out where they mark him. That's a big first down catch and a first down for the Detroit Lions. First down. Sam Laporta has been so good this season. It is crazy how good this tight end has been. I mean, it's like once they got rid of T.J. Hawkinson, they didn't lose a beat. Like they might have even picked up a better tight end than T.J. Hawkinson. Sam Laporta, 7 catches in this game, 124 yards and a tutty and a touchdown. Here we go. Play clock down to 3. We got a first and 10 from the 14, and that's going to be a handoff this time. David Montgomery on first and 10 only gains about a yard. So we've now got a second down. Second down and 9 coming up for the Detroit Lions. Lorea saying, come on, defense. Hillside View saying, yes, more Saints games because we're in San Fran and can't get the Saints live. So it's great that you're doing this. Bless you. Who dat? What's going on? Cheers. That's great. Thank you so much. I'm happy to help. Here we go. Second down and 9, ladies and gentlemen. Second down and 9. Detroit Lions. There's the snap. There's the handoff. Jahmyr Gibbs does have to break a tackle, breaks 2 tackles, finds his way getting up to about the 9. So not enough for a first down, but that will bring up a third down and 5. So third down and medium coming up right here. We are definitely inside the red zone. From the 9-yard line, the Detroit Lions are now facing a third down and 5. A field goal here would give them a 6-point lead, but that's a very narrow lead. So we've got a 3-point lead right now. The Detroit Lions would like to score. Shotgun formation, play clock down to 5, game clock down to 53. There's the handoff to David Montgomery goes nowhere there, and a fourth down coming up for the New Orleans Saints. Fourth down coming up. Detroit Lions unable to convert on third down. And we've got some action. David, thank you for the energy. The guy I was listening to sucked. Dude, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I'm here for you, David. Thanks for checking in, my friend. Cheers to you. Let's go. So, fourth down and 4. Fourth down and 4, and they are going for it, ladies and gentlemen. The Detroit Lions, Dan Campbell's offense, going for it here. Fourth down and 4, play clock down to 5. They will need to get a playoff. Motion, play clock down to zeros, double zeros. I think they were just trying to get them to bite. Great discipline this time by the defense of the New Orleans Saints, ladies and gentlemen. A flag for delay of game. They were never planning to actually go for it on fourth down and 4. They're going to take the penalty, and Riley Patterson is going to put up the 3 extra points. Riley Patterson's going to try to put up those 3 extra points. Mario will end up on ESPN if he gets a Tom Landry hat. I'll follow from now on. Thanks, David. I'm here for you. Every snap, every play, and every down, my friend. Every snap, every play, and every down. Ladies and gentlemen, after that delay of game penalty, we're now looking at a fourth down and 9. This is going to be a 32-yard attempt. A 32-yard attempt coming up right here. And let's see if they can put it up. So I've been hearing Lorea say it the whole time. Lorea has been shouting out change of momentum, and the truth is absolutely a huge change of momentum. Thank you, Tucker. I appreciate that. So here comes a 32-yard attempt from the right hash. A 32-yard attempt from the right hash. There's the snap. There's the kick. The kick is up, and the kick is good, ladies and gentlemen. So now we have a 6-point game, one-possession game. A field goal will not be enough to take the lead for the New Orleans Saints, but a touchdown and a 2-point conversion not only would tie this up, it would actually give them the lead. So we're back to a commercial break after the 3 points by the Detroit Lions. The score is now 27-21. And Larea is fired up right now. We coming. King Jamil, Cowboys, and Falcons. Interesting choice for Super Bowl. John checking in saying, my guy, you are my guy myself, sir. You're my boy right here. Appreciate you being here. I just realized you have the same name as Justin Tucker. Who, Justin Tucker? Wait a minute, Tucker. I barely even know her. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Chris Olave touchdown, says Larea. We are at a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. So, guys and gals, if this is your first time checking out this channel, please consider subscribing to this channel. And if you don't want to commit just yet, we're just about to get into the fourth quarter. So, not only did the field or the extra point, that was a field goal. Not only did the field goal send us into a commercial break, that was also the end of the third quarter. So, 2 birds, 1 stone. We are in between the third quarter and the fourth quarter, so 15 minutes left to go in this game. If you guys have not already done so, please be sure to hit that like button. Even if you don't want to subscribe to this channel just yet, I totally understand. It is a commitment. Nobody likes to have their feeds on YouTube blown up all the time for someone's terrible shorts or someone's bad videos or someone's lack of energy, just putting out videos out there. I totally get it, guys. I appreciate you guys being cautiously optimistic about this channel. You guys are awesome. If you guys like what you see, all you got to do is hit a thumbs up. If you love what you see, you know what to do. I won't keep hammering it in. Well, I probably will. I don't want to lie. I probably will. But thank you guys so much. Wade says commit. Sub, share, like. Thanks, Ray. Thanks, Isaiah. I appreciate that, my friend. Okay, so we are in a commercial break. We can talk about what has happened so far, and thank you to whoever just subscribed. I saw that number go up from 76 to 77. Thank you. If you want to introduce yourself in the chat, feel free to do so. In this game so far, it was definitely a very one-sided game coming into the second quarter. The Detroit Lions looked like they were just going to run away with this one. They put up 21 points in the first quarter, and it was 21-0 as we went into the second quarter. And then the New Orleans Saints put up 7 points, and the Detroit Lions got 3 more. So then it was 24-7 as we went into the locker room. All of a sudden, this past third quarter that you guys just got to enjoy with me, the New Orleans Saints put up 14 points to the Detroit Lions 3 points that we just got to wrap up this first quarter. And the score is now 27-21. Just wow. The sheer grit, which is normally the word that they use for the Detroit Lions, the sheer grit on the side of the New Orleans Saints, missing both Rashid Shaheed and Michael Thomas, for them to come in here at home, put their foot down saying, you're not going to blow us out today, and stepping up, making this game an interesting game. I'm sure after the first quarter, people were already checking out, but if you checked out, you checked out prematurely, my friend. This game is still very much alive. Derek Carr coming back from the huge mistake that he made to start this one. Derek Carr, very first play of the game, threw an interception. On the very first play of the game, it has been a combination of Derek Carr and Taysom Hill that have kept this team alive. Alvin Kamara finding ways to finish off right here. And here we go on 1st and 10. There's the snap, and it looks like he fumbled the football. What just happened? Show me this again. I think a muffed snap might have caused a turnover right here, and I guess I'm the one who spoke too soon. The curse of the commentator. Oh, my gosh. Derek Carr took the snap and dropped the football on a single back formation. It actually got swatted out of his hand by his left guard. Oh, man, no way. Derek Carr takes the snap, and immediately the left guard decided to break and turn out to the right, and Hurst actually swatted the football. His own player swatted the football out of his hands. Derek Carr took the snap and fumbles the ball right there. Oh, and the Detroit Lions will take over inside the red zone after that one, or just shy of the red zone. Wow, what a stupid mistake by the New Orleans Saints when they were just getting their momentum back. Here we go, 1st down and 10 out of an I formation now for the Detroit Lions, and big gain right there. 1st down run from Jahmyr Gibbs brings up a 3rd down and 7. Man, I'm not even a Saints fan, and I'm so pissed about that. How does that happen? Derek Carr, you were right there getting ready to change the course of this game, and you took the snap and held it like you had butter in your hands. It doesn't matter if your boy accidentally tapped the football. You should have had a better grip on that one than to get it knocked out of your hands immediately. What an idiot move. Not good right there. Here we go. What's going on, David Lentz and David R.? There's the snap on 2nd and 3, play clock down to 3, and a lot of misdirection right here. This time, a run up to the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown! Jameson Williams, Detroit Lions touchdown will extend the lead to 33-21. And just as the New Orleans Saints were getting close, just as the New Orleans Saints were finding their rhythm and their momentum, it just gets flipped over. Oh, man. That is awful. That is awful. Just so unfortunate. That is just so unfortunate. And look at that Superman dive from like 5 yards out. That would have won. That was literally from 5 yards out. He dove for the Superman. Jameson Williams, surprised he didn't get flagged for something like that, but great job. Could have been an excessive celebration. Touchdown for the Detroit Lions, and they are going to go for a 2-point attempt. Right now, they are up by 12. Bud saying any given Sunday, 100%. Here we go. Shotgun formation. We're going for the 2-point attempt right here. Detroit Lions just scored with a touchdown by Jameson Williams. There's the snap. Jared Goff has it for the 2-point conversion. Throw to the back of the end zone. Swatted down. Incomplete. 2-point conversion. Not actually made, so wow. Oh my gosh. So the defense, guys, that is really frustrating. As a commentator, it's great because it adds another layer of drama here, but at the same time, how frustrating is that as a Saints fan? If you're a Saints fan, I genuinely, truly feel for you guys. I am super sorry, y'all. So what happened there? The Detroit Lions kicked the field goal, and then it ended the first quarter. The Detroit Lions kicked the football back to the New Orleans Saints, who are now trailing by 6, right? Or who then were trailing by 6. Detroit, they start this drive on the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints start the drive on the 25-yard line. On the very first play of the fourth quarter for this team, Derek Carr takes the snap, has his left guard run into him as he's turning left. The football comes out of his hands, and the Detroit Lions lay down on top of it. They force a fumble turnover, even though nobody on that side touched the football. The Saints just fumbled the football, a completely offensive mistake right there, and the Saints dropped the ball. Literally, Saints just dropped the ball. Wasn't forced out of their hands. Saints just dropped the ball. So the Detroit Lions take over. By the way, we're at a commercial break right now. So the Detroit Lions take over. Detroit Lions very quickly, 2 plays on that drive, only took 2 plays, were able to move the football, score a touchdown right there. They went for a 2-point conversion to try to make it a 14-point lead. They did not convert on the 2-point conversion, and that is where we are now. So the Detroit Lions now have a 33-21 lead over the New Orleans Saints. The Saints, down by 12, are still in this game. 14 minutes left to go. The Saints were able to score touchdowns quickly in the third quarter. They scored twice in the third quarter. If they can score twice in the fourth quarter, then they will potentially win this game. But the Saints defense has been doing what they need to do to keep this team relevant and keep this team in it. Unfortunately, their offense with Derek Carr has been having issues. Looks like the Lions are more hungry according to Curly out there. I'm saying it ain't over as well, Larea. I'm with you. This game is alive and well, and it is happening right here, right now. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Live. In a matter of seconds, we can come back. I don't want to back down off my prediction. Here we go. David R. checking in saying Lions need to adjust their defense. They kind of do need to adjust their defense because to give up 2 touchdowns quickly like that, anyways, does not matter right now. Actually, it matters a lot right now, but here we go. There's the kick back. That will sail to the back of the end zone, and we've got ourselves a touchback, ladies and gentlemen. The Detroit Lions kicking the football back to the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints now have the ball. So Saints have the football. We're on this side. Detroit Lions playing defense. Let's go. David, what is your team? Just curious. Great job by Jameson Williams. Didn't have to do the stupid dive right there at the end of it for the touchdown, but it was. Anyways, here we go. Shotgun formation. Not going to do that single back formation and cause you to force a fumble right here. Shotgun formation. Throw made underneath. Big hit being laid in. It looks like Foster Moreau makes the catch. Not enough for a first down, but it does bring up a second down and short. Second down and 1 coming up right here by the New Orleans Saints. So, New Orleans Saints get up to the 34-yard line on their first play. A quick snap and a throw to Foster Moreau underneath on first down. Brings up a second. We've now got a second down coming up for the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints, second down and 1. We've got motion in the backfield. There's the snap on an end around. This is going to go forward. That'll be good for a first down. And we got ourselves a first down for the New Orleans Saints. 1st and 10 coming up. Good job right there. Bowden with the carry right there. And for those of you who don't know who Bowden is, that's totally fine because I didn't really know who he was either. But Lynn Bowden, the wide receiver, he was drafted in the 2020 draft, 3rd round pick number 80, drafted out of Kentucky, 6'1", 204 pounds, picks up the first down. Here we go. Taysom Hill, now the quarterback in an empty backfield. There's the snap and the windup, and Taysom Hill goes forward, decides to go to the right-hand side of the center. Had more space on the left-hand side of the center, but a quarterback draw with an empty backfield right there on first down. Picks up about, let's call it 4 yards. So second down coming up. Second down, the first down run was Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill on the first down. Okay, so 2nd and 10. Second down and 10. Shotgun formation, Derek Carr, the quarterback. He takes the snap. The pressure coming in on the blitz. Alvin Kamara with the screen in front of him, stays on his feet, picks up the first down and more. Alvin Kamara with the big catch right there. First down for the New Orleans Saints. And we got a first down all the way up to the 45-yard line. All the way up to the 45-yard line. That screen was actually pretty dangerous, but a big gain right there from Alvin Kamara. Now, here's the thing. They are moving the football effectively. They are moving the football just in general, but I don't know if they're moving the football quickly enough. 11:45 left to go. Single back formation, handoff to Jamal Williams. Williams picks up maybe a yard or 2. That'll bring up a second down and 9 for the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans needs to move the football faster than the rate that they're moving it right now. Of course, they don't want to go so fast that they cause a mistake, but they don't want to be in a position where they have to use their timeouts in order to get the football back. So if the Saints want to stay in this one, they need a touchdown and they need it quick. Here we go, a second down and 9. Saints are across midfield on the Detroit Lions 44-yard line. Derek Carr takes the snap out of the shotgun, facing a 4-man rush. Derek Carr in trouble, and Derek Carr will get bagged. A sack lunch for Mr. Derek Carr. He goes down. Big time, 3rd down and 17. Players pushing each other around, and you can feel the energy right here. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 17. Derek Carr, instead of just throwing it away, takes the bag, and that is a great thing for the Detroit Lions. If you're a Detroit Lions fan, that's exactly what you wanted to see. If you're a New Orleans Saints fan, that is the exact opposite of what you wanted to see. Oh, man, Derek Carr just got wrapped up. As soon as that happened, he got his fingers just dug right into him. And a timeout coming right here. So Okwara was the one who got the stop right there. As soon as his fingers touched Derek Carr, it's like those fingertips were fish hooks, and all of them got stuck in those pads, and he ripped Derek Carr to the ground. So there you go. A timeout is being called right now. So the first timeout being taken by the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans calling a timeout. They only have 2 left after this one. Alvin Kamara not down there. Chris Olave possibly would have been open if Derek Carr would have just ripped it. If nothing else, I mean, look at how wide open these guys are. And Derek Carr, who is he looking for? Who was he looking for? Wow, Derek Carr is messing up big time, Larea. That's not just like he's kind of messing up. He done screwed that pooch. Anyways, back from the commercial break, we got a 3rd down and 17. Here we go, 3rd down and 17. That backs them up behind midfield now. So they are now way outside of field goal range. They could have used that field goal too. There's the snap. Derek Carr takes it. He looks left. He looks right. Oh, he takes a hit. Well, he releases that one. Alvin Kamara fighting to get back to field goal range. There's a flag on the play, and Derek Carr is down. Oh, Derek Carr is like down right now. He is rolling on the ground. That could have been a roughing the passer. Was that Aiden Hutchinson who hit him? No. Oh, my God. He got blown up. So that is going to be roughing the passer. Even though Derek Carr got hit while he was letting go of the football, I don't know why that would be a Derek Carr roughing the passer, but Derek Carr is down on the ground right now on his side, almost in the fetal position. He got blown up big time right there. And that takes us to a commercial break. That's going to be an automatic 1st down on the roughing the passer call right there. That'll put them back to basically where they were. But we've got a third. The 3rd down is now a 1st down because of the roughing the passer. Don't know why that was roughing the passer. Derek Carr had the football in his hand as he was letting it go. A big hit nevertheless. That means, ladies and gentlemen, if Derek Carr is actually out, we're going to get some Jameis Winston. We're going to get some Jameis Winston action, and let's see what happens here. I know Jameis Winston likes Chris Olave. Let's see if he likes him good enough to air it out to him. Derek Carr might be questionable. If anything, I think they might give him some time. I don't know if he just got the wind knocked out of him or what, but he got blown up. You know what I mean? He got lit up on that hit. Good job. He got hit hard on that one. Timeout taken. Derek Carr, not sacked, but yeah, timeout taken. Okay, let's get back to this one. I made some quick adjustments. I think I might have messed that up, so let's bring that back to you guys. That looks right. Much better. There's your drive chart, ladies and gentlemen. When we get back to the action, we're going to have a 1st down for the New Orleans Saints. Whenever we get back to the action here. And it looks like it's going to be a 1st and 10 at 15 yards to that 48. On the other side there, across midfield, it would be 35, so the 37-yard line. Looks like it's more than that. It's actually at the 29-yard line. Don't know how that math works. How do you go from the 49? How do you go from the 49 on one side of the field down to the 29? That's like 20-something yards. It should have just been a 15-yard penalty. Don't know why it wasn't, but that's what it says. So CBS has updated me, ladies and gentlemen. We got a 1st and 10 when we get back from the commercial break that we're currently in. An injury timeout taken for Derek Carr, who got his lights. He got his stuff rocked, man. 10 minutes and 18 seconds left to go. Let's find out. So Derek Carr got blown up. He got driven to the ground. So the reason that it was called a roughing the passer is because he got hit like he was a running back, and he drilled him and dropped him to the ground. It wasn't like he just made contact with Derek Carr. Derek Carr could have some rib injuries thanks to that. Let's find out. I mean, it was pretty close. I mean, definitely felt Derek Carr up. It looks like it's a wrist issue on his throwing arm. He's walking around like this, kind of tight. He's got someone holding his arm for him. So Derek Carr coming out right now. And Jameis Winston coming in. Jameis Winston coming in right here for the New Orleans Saints. 4 games this season for him. He's got 223 yards in those 4 games. More interceptions than touchdowns. This does not bode well for the New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr is out, and they trail right now by 12. So Jameis Winston is going to have to figure it out quickly. And they're not going to go with Jameis Winston on the first play. They're going to go with Taysom Hill. So we're going to see a lot of back and forth between these two players. But right now we got a 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Taysom Hill is the quarterback here. There's the snap, and Hill goes around the left-hand side. He finds some space. He gets up to the 25 and goes out of bounds. Big gain right there by Taysom Hill. Not enough for a first down, but he picks up 9 yards. 9-yard gain for Taysom Hill and the New Orleans Saints. He does run out of bounds. That does briefly stop the clock, but he was pushed out of bounds. He didn't run out under his own strength. So 9 minutes and 50 seconds left to go, and this time Taysom Hill is out. Jameis Winston is in. 2nd down and 1. We got a 2nd down for the New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr is out right now. Derek Carr got blown up, walks off the field under his own power. He's holding his right arm / shoulder. Let's see what that looks like. So here we go. Looks like they should have been a 2nd down and 1. I don't know why they moved it back to 2nd and 3. I don't know if they're going to review it or what. Don't know. Anyways, on my TV screen, we got a 2nd down and 3. There's the snap, fakes the handoff, end around going the other way. Don't know why you did that, and you guys went backwards 10 yards. What are you doing? Oh, my gosh. So it was a 2nd down and 3, and they decided to get cute with it and lost 10 yards on the play. Just hand the damn ball to Alvin Kamara. What are you doing? 3rd down and 13 coming up, ladies and gentlemen. New Orleans Saints. 3rd down and 13. The only thing is that they're within field goal range, but they don't need field goals. They need touchdowns. Here we go. 3rd down and 13. Jameis Winston. Shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Looks right. Looks left. Throws up the middle. Tipped up. Chris Olave makes the catch even though the defense tipped it first. And it just so happened to fall into the hands of Chris Olave. That was sheer luck. You have got to be kidding me. It is a catch nevertheless. Jameis Winston completely underthrew that play. The defense jumped up to get a tip on it, and Chris Olave was just in the right place after that. That was into the hands of the defense. Terrible throw by Jameis Winston, and luckily the catch was made by Chris Olave. You have got to be kidding me. That is the luckiest play I've seen, and that brings them up to the 2-yard line. But if anything, that just goes to show how bad this offense is going to be without Derek Carr. Here's a 1st down carry, and Taysom Hill goes forward just shy of the 1st down. It might have been a touchdown. Let's see where they mark it. 2nd down and 1. So no touchdown. Taysom Hill just shy. I don't see why Taysom Hill doesn't just jump over the top of the pile and get the football to break the plane. Doesn't matter. 45 rushing yards, 15 receiving yards. He's also got a touchdown for Taysom Hill today. Taysom Hill good for 13 fantasy points in this one. Jameis Winston, the quarterback on this play, 2nd down and goal. Single back formation, motion in the backfield from Foster Moreau. There's the snap, a handoff to Kamara, and Kamara will not be denied. Alvin Kamara gets in for the touchdown. Touchdown, New Orleans! The New Orleans Saints with another touchdown. Bring this one to within a 1-score game. The score is now 27-33. And the extra point will make it 28-33. So it'll be a 5-point game. A 5-point game. And if the Lions get another field goal, then the Saints will need a 2-point conversion. But if the Lions actually score on this drive, this game can be salted away. This game can definitely be salted away if that's the case. Waiting for the extra point to go up right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're still waiting for the extra point. The score above my head has updated. I haven't seen it yet. Derek Carr going to the locker room. He's not even swinging his arms as he's walking. There's the snap. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. The score is now 33-28. New Orleans trail by 5. A tough loss to lose Derek Carr, who got hit while his arm was going forward. The luckiest play I think I've ever seen in football right there, ladies and gentlemen. The luckiest play I think I've ever seen. That football goes up. Jameis Winston completely underthrew that play on that big third down. Sorry about that. On that big third down, I can't believe that the defense got their hand. He went straight up, and his hand touches the football. The ball gets popped up in the air and somehow finds its way 5 yards further and into the hands of Chris Olave. What are the chances of that? Slim to none. Slim to none. Unfreaking believable, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. Thank you, Isaiah. Appreciate you, my friend. David Lentz checking in saying, I'm watching the 49ers. I'm waiting. Watch 49ers versus Eagles. Not my team, but going to be a battle. It sure is, my friend. And we are covering that game live right here as well. And if you wonder how it is that I can talk so much without losing my voice, I can't. I've actually gotten lucky today that my voice hasn't cracked. Don't know how it hasn't gone out just yet. But looks like Hillside View saying the Saints are marching in. Saints are marching right now. Let's go. Supreme Science, we didn't even score in our game, bro. Patriots, that's right. Yikes, my friend. So thank you for reminding me there, sir. Let's look at all of the games across the league right now. So, refreshing this one. This can't be right. We should be way out of halftime in a lot of these other games. So CBS Sports taking its time to update. Should definitely be inside the third quarter or fourth quarter right now, fourth quarter action. And we are. So the worst game I think I've ever seen right there. 6-0 LA Chargers. That's the final, 6-0. Miami Dolphins put up 45 against the Washington Commanders, who put up 15. Miami Dolphins 45-15 over the Commanders. 2 minutes left. They're inside the 2-minute warning in that game. We've got the Atlanta Falcons, who are leading by 5 over the New York Jets. Very similar to this game, 13-8 in that one, though. Denver Broncos 17, Houston Texans 22. Tennessee Titans and Indianapolis Colts are actually tied 25-25. Actually tied 25-25. In the Arizona Cardinals versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, some reason not giving me the score, which is weird. So I have no idea what the score is in that one. Not important. We're here right now, halfway through the fourth quarter, and the Saints scored a touchdown right there, which they absolutely needed. So this is true, ladies and gentlemen. We are right here, halfway point of this fourth quarter. Once this game is done, as soon as this game is done, we're going straight into the next one. And the next game, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the 49ers versus the Eagles. And you can catch that game right here on Football Nation with me, your host, Mario Manuel. So if this is your first time watching this channel, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, help me pump up the likes on this live stream. 7:30 remaining here. 1st and 10, I formation. There's the snap. Jared Goff fakes the handoff, throws underneath to Jahmyr Gibbs, who will get tackled and lose about 7 yards. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 16. 2nd down and 16 coming up for the Detroit Lions. That pushes them back to the 19-yard line. Not what they were hoping for, but definitely what the Saints were hoping for. Good stop right there on 1st down. The clock is still ticking. The clock is still ticking. A 5-point lead, and that's it for the Detroit Lions. They just got to keep moving the football and get New Orleans to use their timeouts. Once that's done, this goose is cooked. 6 minutes and 50 left to go. Jared Goff takes the snap. Sam Laporta makes the catch. And we're going to have a 3rd down coming up here. 6-yard gain from Sam Laporta. Derek Carr is out of this game right now. Went to the locker room. The most rushing touchdowns in Saints history belongs to Alvin Kamara. Officially. Thanks to that, ladies and gentlemen. Passing his brother. The most touchdowns in Saints history. His 53rd career rushing touchdown for the New Orleans Saints. Here we go. Shotgun formation, 3rd and 10. Two wide receivers left, two wide receivers right. Jared Goff takes the snap. He looks left. He looks right. Runs out of trouble. Feels the pocket. Winds to the right. Throws to the right. Incomplete pass intended for David Montgomery. And we've got a 4th down coming up for the Detroit Lions. So the Detroit Lions are going to come off the field. They really needed a 1st down there, and unfortunately for them, they did not get it. Much to the pleasure and appeal for the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints will now be getting the football back. 4th down and 10 coming up right here, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. New Orleans Saints, Detroit Lions. This game is not over. Detroit does not want to lose this one. They're sitting at 8-3. The New Orleans Saints would desperately like to get a win right here at 6-6 to get up to 6-6. They're at 5-6 right now. Here is the punt. This will be returned. Live ball right here, 25-yard line, making people miss up to the 30-yard line, breaking a tackle, going down at about the 31. There is a flag on the play. Let's find out which way this one's going. Jameis Winston getting ready to come back out right now. Don't like the idea of Jameis Winston. If I'm being honest, I don't think that's going to help much. Derek Carr, as bad as he is, that's about as low as you want to set the bar for your quarterback. Jameis Winston, extremely volatile. He'll have a game where he'll give you 300 yards, and he'll have a game where he'll give you 67 and 3 picks. Holding receiving team, that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. That'll push them back. So they got up to about the 33-yard line. That should push them back to about the 23-yard line. Dang, Derek Carr got hit so hard on that game and laid out. You can see Derek Carr holding his arm immediately. Looks like a shoulder issue. But Derek Carr not coming back in. So, ladies and gentlemen, 4th quarter action. We have 6 minutes left to go in this game. With 6 minutes left to go in this game, Jameis Winston is here to mount a comeback, a come-from-behind win over the Detroit Lions. Let's see what we got. Shotgun formation, fakes the handoff, in the pocket, throws underneath. Alvin Kamara splits the linebackers and picks up a 1st down. 1st down for the New Orleans Saints. And we are up to the 29-yard line. 1st down, Alvin Kamara with the carry, going right up the middle in between the hash marks. 1st and 10, coming up from the 29 for the New Orleans Saints. The clock is ticking. 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this one. Jameis Winston, great job, cool, calm, and collected. Stood in that pocket, and when he threw that pitch, he delivered. He stepped up into it. It wasn't a back foot play. So here's the next one. 1st and 10, second play of this drive, motion in the backfield. There's a snap and a handoff to Kamara, who goes out the right-hand side. He finds a hole, gets a blocker. He stays on his feet. He picks up another 15, 16 yards. He pushed his buddy to get him out of the way. That's totally fine by him, but a 15-yard gain for Alvin Kamara, and we got another 1st down. 1st down for the New Orleans Saints. That brings the Saints up to the 45. Alvin Kamara's like, dude, get out of my way. He just shoves him. Wow, up to the 45-yard line. Great job by Alvin Kamara. Good job. Great 1st down run right there. A 15-yard run around the right-hand side. So, shotgun formation. This time, Taysom Hill is in. Play clock down to 6. Taysom Hill looking for a couple blocks. Turning on the Jets. Taysom Hill picks up about 6-7 yards, maybe 8 yards right there. They're going to give him 8 yards. 8 yards for the New Orleans Saints. Taysom Hill with the run around the left-hand side brings up a 2nd down. This is the 2nd down right here, 2nd down play, and the New Orleans Saints are officially across midfield. They have 4 minutes left to go with 2 timeouts left. The 2-minute warning is still available. The Detroit Lions have all 3 of their timeouts. Let's see how they manage this clock right here. Jameis Winston takes the snap, tosses to the left. Taysom Hill throwing up a block right there. Jamal Williams looks like he's going to pick up. Is that a 1st down? Maybe. They signal for it. 1st down. 1st down for the New Orleans Saints. Jamal Williams with a short 2-yard gain. It looked like it would have been short, but they gave it to him. And we got a 1st down for the New Orleans Saints. I can't believe that official broke his leg in this game. That was crazy, y'all. That was crazy. Here we go. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. We got a T formation splitting out to a shotgun. Taysom Hill looked like he was going to throw that one, decided to go up the middle, gets up to about the 40, and that'll bring up a second down. A short gain, medium gain, 4-yard gain for Taysom Hill. That will keep them on schedule and the clock continuing to roll. The New Orleans Saints are going to want the final play here. They don't want the Lions to get the football back. If they can score a touchdown as the time expires, they will win this game. But if the Detroit Lions get the ball back with 1 minute left and 3 timeouts, I think that the Lions can do it. Shotgun formation. There's the snap on 2nd and 6 from the 40. Jameis Winston throws the football. A beautiful throw that is not caught by Chris Olave. A beautiful throw intended for Chris Olave, who was wide open. Too much mustard, I guess. Too much heat on that one. And Chris Olave drops the pass. Chris Olave dropping the pass right there. Check out the drive chart. Look at how close the New Orleans Saints are to winning this one right here. That was a good throw from Jameis Winston. Don't know what happened right there. Chris Olave should have made that catch. It was just a little bit. He had to reach for it. I think that's the only thing. We do have an injured Lion who's getting up and walking off the field using his own power. 3rd down and 6 coming up for the New Orleans Saints. They did stop the clock with that incomplete pass. 3 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. A field goal will not cut it. This is 4th down, go for it territory, ladies and gentlemen, and we are here right now. 30 seconds remaining on that play clock. Clock is stopped for whatever reason. There we go. It started now. So Jameis Winston, shotgun formation. Jamal Williams to his left. Chris Olave on the right. And Jameis Winston feels the pressure on the blitz. Oh, my goodness. Is that another tipped play that goes up and into the hands? Or did that touch the ground? No, it touched the ground. Here comes a 4th down and 6. Jameis Winston tried to throw that one to Alvin Kamara. Kamara tipped it up in the air. Did that hit the floor? Gonna watch this one more time. It did. It took a bounce and into the hands of the wide receiver. So, a 4th down play. Crucial right here. This is do or die. Shotgun formation. Jameis Winston takes the snap. 3 wide receivers right. They bring the house. The Lions putting the pressure on, and a bad throw from Jameis Winston, who puts it behind the intended receiver there. Incomplete pass. Forces the turnover, and now, if ever the Saints needed a stop, this is it. This is it. 2 timeouts left and the 2-minute warning. The New Orleans Saints need a stop if they want to keep this drive alive. Terrible throw. Jameis Winston just doesn't have what it takes. There's a reason he's the backup quarterback. Would have had a better chance with Taysom Hill, honestly, in my personal opinion. But that's just me. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mario Manuel. You are watching the last few minutes of this game right here, right now, between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. 1st and 10 coming up for the Detroit Lions, who took over on downs on the 4th down out of the I formation. There's a snap and a handoff to David Montgomery, who picks up about 2 yards right there. And we've got ourselves a 2nd down. 2nd down coming up for the Detroit Lions. Timeout is going to be called immediately, as it should be by the New Orleans Saints. So 2nd down and 7. As soon as this one is over, ladies and gentlemen, we've got America's Game of the Week, the San Francisco 49ers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I will be covering that on this channel as well, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to make a quick adjustment. Should take me just about 5 minutes to get that set. So after this stream is over, give me about 5 minutes and I'll be live in the other one. Love to see you guys waiting for me in that room. I'll be there for you. Here we go. Landon Brown checking in. Saints on top of Derek's. That's a funny name. See, Tayu, it's over. I agree. It might very well might be. Here we go. Shotgun formation, 2nd down and 8. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the man in motion. He fakes the handoff. Jared Goff throws it deep. That is going to be tipped. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up a 3rd down. We got a 3rd down and 8. A stop made right there. Don't need to use the timeout, because stopping the clock by the incomplete pass Ashley Nicole checking in. What's going on, Ashley Thumper? What is up? Good to see you guys up in here. Up in here. Y'all gonna make me act a fool. All right. Give it up to the Saints. Saints, we're making a strong comeback. It is not over just yet, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. 3rd down and 8 coming up right here. If they convert this first down, it will be all over for the New Orleans Saints. They'll just go. Here we go. 3rd and 8 shotgun formation. Jared Goff throws the football to, looks like Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta makes the catch, a tough catch. He is smothered by the defense. They could have paired that with the pass interference, but Sam Laporta making the catch right there. An absolute must-have grab. Look at this one more time. Sam Laporta makes the catch, controls the football all the way to the ground, and Sam Laporta picks up the biggest first down, arguably, of his career. That is exactly right, sir. DMX. Oh, man. Saints on top, James, but not James. Here we go. So, play clock down to 1. We got motion in the backfield. There's a snap and the handoff. David Montgomery takes this one up to about the 45-yard line. We are across midfield, ladies and gentlemen. The Detroit Lions just trying to milk the time off the clock. This will take us to the 2-minute warning, and we go back to a quick commercial break. Hey, guys, if y'all are checking me out, my name is Mario Manuel. You're watching Football Nation. If you like what you see, help me pump up the likes on this stream. If you like what you see, help me with the thumbs up. If you love what you see, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button for me. Help me get this stream up to 22. Actually, let's try to get up to 2,300. If we can get to 2,300, man, we'll be cooking with some gas right now. So if you guys appreciate content like this and you see the value in this, and for whatever reason, maybe the game isn't playing in your area, maybe you just are at work and you can't catch the game, maybe you just hate your regular corporate broadcasters, I'm here to bring you guys every snap, every play, and every down. We are a Cowboys channel here, but I love to cover 3 additional games every single week, and I couldn't do it without support from viewers like you. So appreciate your help, guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what's going on with you guys. If you're a Saints fan, it's tough sledding. This might be a tough pill to swallow. You guys might fall down to 5-7. Detroit Lions going to go up to 9-3 if they win this one. The game is not over, but it feels like it is slowly starting to slip away. Anyways. Okay. No, says Ashley. Come on, Saints. Oh, that's a tough one, dude. I'm sorry, Ashley. I'm sorry it has to be this way. New Orleans Saints, unfortunately, losing Derek Carr. Their car breaks down once again. That is it. That's the problem. So 1 minute, 57 seconds left to go. We are inside of this 2-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. Once this stream is done, and about 5 minutes from me wrapping this one up, we're going to go straight into the 49ers and Eagles game. 49ers-Eagles coming up right after this one. I'm looking forward to it. Super excited for it. Ready to see the Eagles cry. But I am looking for a good game between the two of them. What about me, says Landon? Sorry, Landon. I saw all these big O's, and I couldn't just, ignore it. She definitely made it stand out with all those no's. But what's going on, Landon? If you're a Lions fan, you are relishing in this one right now. What about my brother, Landon? Oh, okay. What's up, my brother? Brother from another mother or your actual brother? Interesting to find out. Guys, my name is Mario. You guys are hanging out with me right now. I work a regular 9-to-5 job. Cannot do it without help from you guys. So if you feel like I'm helping you out with getting you the content that you're looking for, bringing you the level of play-by-play commentary that you expect from a commentator, then give me that thumbs up, give me that like. I'd really appreciate it so very much. 2nd down and 8. There's the snap. There's the handoff. David Montgomery bouncing off some players right there. Goes backwards. That brings up a 3rd down and 9 out at the 46-yard line there, still outside of field goal range. For the New Orleans Saints, there's still time left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. The Saints are not completely done. Big gun up 23. What's up, Big G? What's up, Big G? Deshanea, mic went out. Deshanea, mic went out. Check. Thanks, Deshanea. I fixed the microphone. You are awesome. I appreciate you clearing that up for me, dude. You are the real MVP. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, here we go. Man, you guys are awesome. Thank you for helping me stay on it. I appreciate you so much. Let's go. Here we go. 33-28. 33-28, a 3rd down and 9, a big 3rd down. This is it, guys. If he picks up this 3rd down, it's going to be done. Beverly, thanks for coming back, girl. Appreciate you being here. Here we go. Single back formation, 3rd down and 9. 3rd down and 9. Jared Goff takes the snap, fakes the handoff, in trouble, feels the pressure, has to dump it, makes the catch. The connection is made. Josh Reynolds picks up the 1st down, and that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. That'll be the final 1st down of this game. No more timeouts left for the New Orleans Saints. Unfortunately, the New Orleans Saints are going to fall in this one 28-33. Unfortunately for the Detroit Lions, Detroit Lions are going to walk out of this one. That's interesting. I don't know, Big G. I have no idea, my friend, but we're working on it. We're working on it. So, you know, I work 40 hours a week on my 9 to 5, and the victory formation for the Detroit Lions, are going to have one more of those, and that'll be the final one. Work my regular 9 to 5, and I find time to do these live streams because I'm going to watch these football games anyways, dude. Like, that's really what I do. I love watching football. I was an official during this past summer, or I guess this past fall, covered high school and middle school football. Got myself even more involved in football this season, and it's just happening that way, right? So, all right, Jamies, you had some questionable play calling work against you, but let's be honest, you didn't throw any accurate passes. Not one educated guess. Not one accurate pass in that game from Jameis Winston. It was terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. They would have been better off with Taysom Hill as their quarterback. They did almost have it. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the final score of this game. Coaches coming out onto the field. Coaches shaking hands with one another. I have to get ready right here, right now, like super duper lightning fast for this next game. So I'm going to let you guys go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys like what you see, you know what to do. Check out the next live stream coming up right here on my channel, Football Nation. San Francisco 49ers versus the Philadelphia Eagles coming at you in just a few moments. Congratulations to the Detroit Lions, and sorry about the Saints, guys. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Everybody have a good night. Love you guys. Peace out.